We love mineral water. We love mineral water.
Love me or hate me, still an obsession. Love me or hate me, that is the question. If you love me, then thank you. If you hate me, then you. Love me or hate me, still an obsession. Love me or hate me, that is the question. If you love me, then thank you. If you hate me, then you. In fact, I need a diet. No, in fact, I'm just too light, and I ain't got the biggest breasts, but I read all the businesses. I got hairy armpits, but I don't walk around like this. I wear a big baggy t-shirt that has some nasty shit. Never had my nails done, busted down until the 9 months. One night I get some bum, now I don't really give a. I miss my shepherd's high like a Mohammed stick missing a diamond. I miss my clippers and now I bow down to your royal highness. No, I don't have a corgi, had a hamster die cause I ignored it. Go on then, go on, report me. I'm a bear kid, trying to bore me. Love me or hate me, still an obsession. Love me or hate me, that is the question. If you love me, then thank you. If you hate me, then you. Love me or hate me, still an obsession. Love me or hate me, that is the question. If you love me, then thank you. If you hate me, then I'm a funky little monkey with the tiniest ear. I don't like drinking fancy champagne, I'll stick with Heineken beers. Might burp in your face, a little ladylike. What can I say? Well, oh gosh, I'm not passionate with hot socks. I know what I'm doing, yeah. So everybody's entitled to opinions. I open my mouth, shit, I got big. I'm the little kid, the riddle kid, making niggas sleep. No jiggles when you spit. No, I do have stories. It's true, I want the glory. Go on, man, go on, support me. I'm American, trying to deport me. Love me or hate me, still an obsession. Love me or hate me, that is the question. If you love me, then fuck you. If you hate me, then fuck you. Love me or hate me, still an obsession. Love me or hate me, that is the question. If you love me, then thank you. If you hate me, then I can't dance and I really can't sing. Yeah, I can only do one thing and that's be Jedi. So I can't dance and I really can't sing. Yeah, I can only do one thing and that's be Jedi. Love me or hate me, still an obsession. Love me or hate me, that is the question. If you love me, then thank you. If you hate me, then you.
We love mineral water. We love mineral water.
Love me or hate me, still an obsession. Love me or hate me, that is the question. If you love me, then thank you. If you hate me, then you. Love me or hate me.
I don't know if I'm live yet. We're gonna do nunchucks and push-ups. But it is really hot today. Not sure if I'm live yet. Hello, hello, hello if I am. Happy Tuesday, everybody. I think I'm live. We should say just a couple seconds, so I think I'm live. So happy Tuesday, everybody. I'm gonna start with push-ups and nunchucks, but I wanna make sure I'm live and Rich will come over and probably move around the camera. But it is really hot today. It's later in the morning too than, I've been up since like 3 a.m., but Richard was up really late. We sometimes are like opposite schedules because he's such a night person and he's also a morning person though too. Richard just doesn't sleep that much. He's like a couple hours sleeper. All right, is it live? So he was up most of the night and then I got up at like 3 a.m. and then he took a nap for a couple hours. So. All right, we're gonna start with the push-ups. So yeah, whatever you think is the best angle. Man, it is warm today. We're not gonna last long.
It's not that bad when you come out here. There's a little breeze.
I'm gonna go this way because the sun is really bright. It feels better this way. So we'll go like this, yeah. All right, and let me get this door closed because the AC's on. It's gonna be a scorcher today in Vegas. All right, you guys, here we go. Should I go more like at an angle? Yeah, probably like this, huh? Yeah, it's probably better like that. Do I have enough room? Yeah, okay, that's good. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, I did it. Whew. I'm not that good at those yet. I'm still not in full shape. Okay, let's do some nunchucks before it gets too hot out here. Probably won't be able to last long sitting out here, unfortunately. It's kind of a scorcher already. Yeah, oh, here, I'd move this because I was doing the push-ups. Get this back out. Huh? I know, that's what I was thinking, but I'll move it for now. Yeah, I could probably sit there if I could stay a little bit in the shade, maybe. And it wouldn't be so bad. But the sun is intense already.
Yeah, it really is.
Ooh, I get that guy on you, like on my cheek. Ooh. Yeah, he has to put the camera a little in the shade because it is already hot. Tamales. Okay. It's probably not as nice of a background, but oh. All right, here we go. Let's do a little nunchucks because it's really hot today. Ow, ow. So I like to just do a little push-ups and a little nunchucks in the morning, but I haven't been doing it for a while. So I'll get into, we'll talk about all this. It's so hot out here, it's hard to talk under this. It's really hot today. I don't know what the temperature is, but it's gonna be a scorcher because it's only what time is it? I don't even know what time it is. I'm so out of touch today because I've been up since like 3. I was gonna go to the store, but then I was like, I don't really need anything right now. So we'll go later. I mean, like later we'll need like lettuce for Casper and some more water, but we have like everything right now. Like he still has some lettuce and we still have water, so. Whoa, whoa, I didn't know you were. You almost got whacked really bad, dude. I didn't know you were, I don't know what you were doing. I thought you were just like, I didn't know you were walking to the camera for some reason. I thought he was just gonna stand there for a second. And so I went like this and he went poof. I just narrowly missed him. It was like, as you walked. Jedi timing. So like, do a silly dance. It's actually really good for, it works your abs more. And it's actually a little more of a challenge because nunchucks, it's a little bit of a, I guess it's all. So, makes it a little bit more difficult. So and you're working out a little more of your body. So I used to always just kind of stand still, and Richard's like, just start moving your hips, you know. And then I was like, oh yeah. And then that's when I started doing the spinning all the way around, because that actually is a lot harder. And my sandals make it more difficult to go faster. Otherwise I could go, if I had sneakers on, I could go faster than this. But I'm on rocks with these high heel sandals, which I like to wear. And so it makes it extra difficult because now I'm trying to balance on these rocks. These little ones, little gravel ones. We got good at balancing on rocks at the beginning of the cave. Okay, I'll probably do a little bit more though. Sit down because it's hot. It's like, it gets to where it's just like you feel like you're gonna pass out because it's so hot, you know, in Vegas, because it's summer, scorcher, you get like heat warnings and stuff. So it's a hot day. Okay, that's enough nunchucks, but I'm gonna sit in the chair in the sun for a little bit. Oh, I forgot to bring the water out here. All right. Wish you guys had a better backdrop. I think you're having a look at our chairs and stuff. All right, how's everybody? Okay. Oh, happy Tuesday. It's trash day. It's not bulk trash day, so it's no scavenger hunt for me. I missed last week because all I cared about was getting rid of our stuff. I didn't feel good. I was like, oh, let's just get our stuff out there because we had a bunch of trash. I got like Gloria's old mattress and the old frame and stuff, and the box for her TV. Can you grab me a spring water?
Yeah.
There's one in this fridge too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think if I could sit more over there, and then yeah. I could have moved this easier then.
You got about a half an hour. You go closer to that bush.
Yeah, I don't know, is it okay if I sit in the shade a little bit?
Yeah, back up, back up.
Oh, I can? Okay.
Back up, back up, back up.
Because that would be kind of nice.
Back up further into the shade.
Well, there's a bush. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Oh, a little bit of shade, not fully, because I like a little bit of sun, but sometimes it's just too much in Vegas. It's so intense. Yeah, it feels nice. All right. That's good. Nice breeze right here. Or it just came in. Oh, right here is no other breeze. Nice breeze just came on through. Everyone's getting their roofs done here. We need to get ours, but yeah, that'll be on the list. But it so rarely rains, so it like leaks when it rains. But it's like a couple times a year.
I just paid for Gloria's too.
But everyone is getting their roofs done. I think they all went out at the same time, because this complex was all done at the same time, pretty much. I mean, there's probably a couple that are newer, but for the most part, most of them, I think, were all done at the same time. So everyone's roofs are going out at the same time, and so many people. I see that. So those guys over there. Okay, today is day 12. No alcohol. It's not that many dates, but every day it's different, so I got to remember each one. So it's day 12, no alcohol. Day 9, no sugar. And it's, what's today's date? Say the 22nd. 9 days till New York. Yeah, right. Yesterday was 10, yeah. 9 days till New York. So, day 12, no alcohol, feels really great. And I'm actually feeling really strong about going to New York, about the alcohol. I mean, I'm going to be a little tempted, I know that, just because it was a habit. But I just am starting to feel better, and I'm starting to kind of start like how I'm looking again, where it was really affecting more like my face than anything else, where I just had like this really bloated, oh, there's the hummingbirds, I ordered the feeder yesterday, right away. I ordered it where it could be delivered same day, and it was supposed to come around 3, it didn't come till it was 8 or 9 p.m. So when it got here, I said, Richard, fill up the feeder. He's like, oh, the hummingbirds are asleep. I said, no, put it out there. And then all of a sudden, all of them were coming over all night. So there's one right there. They love our little feeder. Other people have feeders, but they must forget to fill them up or something. We usually always have ours full. We don't do the birds anymore, except for the hummingbirds. Because the hummingbirds are not a nuisance in any way. They're the sweetest little things. But anyways, I'm feeling really strong about the alcohol. Oh yeah, so it was causing this bloated thing, especially with my eyes. And that's what I would notice first. So when I would wake up, if I drank, the next day, my eyes would just be so puffy. So it just didn't make my whole look good, because your eyes are not really something you can hide unless you put sunglasses on. But if you can't wear sunglasses, if you're indoors or for me, my work, and I'm wanting to take photos and things, then that's what was really getting to me. And then also just an overall kind of puffy. And I also get kind of a double chin, which I still kind of have. But we've been having some Whole Foods beef. Oh man, I feel such a treat. Seriously, I was like, if Richard wants to give me a treat, he gives me some Whole Foods beef. I'm like, oh, my lucky day. So I've had Whole Foods beef for the last 2 days. And yesterday we had part Smith's, and he gave me all the Whole Foods. And I was like, you don't have to do that. And he's like, oh, no. I was like, oh, my goodness. So, but then we went back to Whole Foods because we wanted to get some organic bones. We wanted to see if those would be better. But then I switched crock pots because that crock pot had a broken... Gloria's got a bunch of crock pots, but every part of one of them is broken, but a different part. So I was using a different one that the actual thing, the thing that you put inside, I guess the ceramic part was broke. So I switched. This one don't even work for heating up. So we got these organic bones, but it's just been disappointing because they just have not been cooking in this other pot. So I'm irritated that I switched because the other one at least cooked. So there's something broken on each crock pot. The other one, the handle of the lid is broken, so it's too hot to pick up. It doesn't have a handle anymore. All right, thank you for the water. Okay, so day 9, no sugar. We are definitely in ketosis now. If it wasn't so hot out here, I would have done a much longer exercise. It's just really hot. I don't know what the temperature is going to be today. Yesterday, the highest I saw when we were in the car was 104, but I think it got hotter than that yesterday. But today seems like it's going to be hotter because yesterday morning was much cooler. Although I was out here a little earlier, but still, even this morning, because I was outside a little bit this morning, it's trash day. I was putting the trash out. But it was not nearly as cool as it was yesterday. So I think today's going to be a hot day. I don't know, I need to watch the weather or look at my phone or something, but I just don't do that. I'm so bad. I don't like phones. I don't know if you guys know that about me, so I don't like them. I mean, I know we need them and they have their purpose, and when I need my phone, I appreciate it. But overall, I don't really like phones. I never have, so I don't know, I only really like interacting with people in person for the most part. Like, yeah, I don't know, I don't like interaction over phones, but definitely not talking. I can handle texting, but that I even do minimum. But I don't sit on my phone. Like I don't play games. I used to, like in Panama in like 2012. I played Candy Crush, but I like Tetris. That's the game I like, but I'm really good at Tetris. But anyways, I just never am on my phone. So sometimes I feel like I'm lazy about it, but I just don't like looking at my phone. Like I don't know, it's this weird thing. I don't like phones. So I'll like ask Rich everything. I'll be like, "What time's the Mets game?" And it's like, "Just look it up on your phone." I'm like, "I know I could do that, couldn't I?" I don't know. They blacked out the Mets game yesterday. You know, it gets irritating with this thing, MLB thing, because we have the MLB app and we have several other things now. But every game, potentially, they could make you sign up for another thing to watch it, even though you have all these other things. So this one it wanted FanDuel or something. Like, get out of here, forget you guys. To watch, it was I think it was the Angels, Anaheim Angels. So we didn't get to watch that game, but they did win finally against the Cincinnati Reds, so they didn't get swept. That was a nightmare of a series. But anyways, I love watching the Mets now. I'm gonna watch it. I'm in New York, and I'm gonna be sober. So it's and I'm feeling so good with the beef. So, and I've been really good about resisting like eating another pound at night, because I was getting in this habit of like eating way too much beef. I sometimes was eating like 4 pounds. And then I'm like wondering why I'm bloated. Not since I fully committed. I think that was when I was still kind of like eating other food, and it was just bad. But last night, it's more a habit. Like I felt like I was hungry later, and Rich was like, "Do you want me to make you another pound?" And I was like, I'll just wait a minute. And then I waited, and I ended up like just going to bed. So it was like I didn't, because it was late anyways, and I don't like to eat late. So it was nice. Like, it's nice when you make a decision to eat something that you know you don't need. That's just like I was already full. I had already eaten 3 pounds of beef. That's plenty for me. I'm a small girl. So I woke up feeling much better. And now I've already eaten breakfast because Richard was sleeping, and I thought about going to the store, because we do need like stuff like by the end of the day, you know, like Casper will need some lettuce, because he has a little lettuce from last night, but we get him always a fresh, well, not always every day, but like, he eats half of a lettuce usually throughout the day. And so we need one, and we need some spring water and seltzer water, and that's like it really. I mean, we have like pretty much everything else today. So I was like, I don't really need to go to the store this morning for that. And I was like, why go into the store and just like be tempted with all this other food? Like, even though I'm really strong at 9 days, it's like, why do that if I don't need to? You know what I mean? Because when you go in the grocery store, you might not even feel like something until you see it. You're like, oh, that looks good. You know what I mean? And it's like, why do that to yourself? But the longer you're on the keto diet, you're not tempted by anything. Like, you could have like your favorite thing in your face, and you'd be like, nothing. Your favorite thing of sugar, in a sense, You know what's funny? My favorite thing I would never have again. My favorite thing ever was always I was like blended white chocolate mochas. That was like, and I would never have coffee again. I don't know, it's funny. That's the one thing I never cave in on. I have no desire for caffeine. And I was the biggest coffeeaholic. That's like all I like lived on those white mocha, or I would get the chai tea blended. I always liked everything blended. Even when it was cold. We'd be that was in New York. Okay, in New York I wasn't doing the caffeine, but I was into milkshakes when we started eating bad. And it would be like winter. It'd be too cold to go outside to get a milkshake. So I would get a delivery for a milkshake. It's like freezing out. The poor delivery guys delivering but they came nicely because they would not like be melted. It was so cold, it was snowing. So your milkshake was in perfect condition when it arrived. Yeah, it was ridiculous. But I'm like, this is ridiculous. It's too cold to go outside to get a milkshake, so I'm gonna get a milkshake delivered to me, and then I'm gonna be freezing. Because once you have some...
I know people, they say you have a dope neighborhood.
Oh, thank you. Actually, yeah, we love our neighborhood. The only bummer is it's a retirement community, which is a good and bad thing. It's a good thing because actually it's kind of peaceful because then there's no children are allowed. So there's no... Not that children are bad, but they can be a bit of a nuisance in the neighborhood if there's a lot of them. Like we've lived in apartments that kids just like are just everywhere, and it was so loud and they're just screaming all the time. That's kind of nice here, so it can be very quiet. But the other issue is it makes you very tired here because it's retirement community, so it's just a sleepy town up here. So like if you go close to the strip where we used to live, it had a lively energy, so we were always doing things and stuff and just feeling like alive and staying awake a lot of the day. Here you want to go to sleep at like 5 p.m. because it's just like that's the rest of your neighbors are doing. Everyone's asleep. And it's just like it's such a stillness and a quietness. It's weird if you were making a lot of noise outside late here. Inside your house is fine, no one can hear. These houses are very solid. You can't hear once if the doors are sealed and stuff. If you have your windows maybe wide open. But in summer, you pretty much never have your windows open in Vegas. I don't know if you guys do that. Winter, not much either because it's so dry. It's just, I don't know, like it sucks because we would like to have our windows open more. In New York, I always have my windows open. I don't even care if it's cold. And I always pick a hotel that has a little bit of a open window. You don't get much. You get like a jar on some of them. But just so you get some fresh air coming in. Because otherwise I feel like suffocated in my hotel room. And it's not, I don't smoke in my hotel room. I do sometimes cook burgers in my hotel room. So I do like the window to open for that. But even before I ever cooked burgers in my hotel room, when I stayed in hotels that a window didn't open, I didn't like that. So like the ones that are like, really high rise, I don't like that because it's, no matter how much space you have in the room, if you can't get just a little bit of like fresh air, it's just, I don't know, if you're just getting AC or heat, I don't like that. It's just, I don't know.
Mark Wahlberg moved in, and then also the owner of the A's.
Yeah, oh yeah. So,
They said Mark Wahlberg's a health freak. He don't drink, he don't do nothing.
Oh good, yeah. Well, and I'm getting back to being my health nut self. I am right now, and I'm just gonna stick with that. In New York, I want to cook my burgers while I'm in New York and just stick with it because I'm feeling so good. Like I don't want to get off track, and I'm definitely not doing the alcohol. That one, I'm 100%. But the only reason why I'm not 100% with the sugar is because I feel like if I get where I'm feeling very, very tempted by alcohol, I'd rather cave in with the sugar, if that makes sense. If I'm like, oh God, I can't take it. I want to drink so bad, and I'm sitting here and I'm bored or something, be like, go eat something sugary or something like satisfy yourself. Like I'm leaving that open. But hopefully I just kind of like, since I'm feeling so good now and I still have 9 more days, which will just kind of like reaffirm how I already feel. And I have no plans, nor do I think it will happen at all, that I'll break my diet from now to not into New York. And like I don't think there's anything that's going to occur because me and Rich are like back solid where we're just more on the routine of like we get up, we do our burgers, lunch we do our burgers, dinner we do our burgers, and then we stop eating. You know what I mean? Like it's like we were just like snacking, eating late at night. It's like we're just very on the routine of like around 5. I mean, that's kind of like the end. 5. Sometimes Richard eats his dinner later, and that's what happened last night. He was eating his dinner later, and that's when he offered for me. But I'm like, no, I ate already, so there's no reason for me to eat again just because you're eating. Because he didn't eat earlier, so why would I eat again? You know what I mean? But it is sometimes hard when people are eating around you. You just feel like you want to eat, whether you're hungry or not. So just breaking that habit of being like, you can eat, I don't need to eat because you're eating. So
What day is it today?
today is day 12 of no alcohol, and day 9. Wait, so it's the same day 9. No sugar, and day 9 or 9 days till New York. Those are the same, I guess. Yeah. Okay. I realize that's cool. So 9 and 9, but 12 of no alcohol. But yeah, so it's 3-day difference. That's how I try to remember. So of the alcohol to the sugar, it was 3 days. Once I got off the alcohol, 3 days later we got off the sugar, and now we've been on the keto. And I did good going to dinner, so I feel really proud of myself because that was a really good test. And I was actually, not that I wanted to go to dinner because, not that I didn't want to go. This is a nice person, and I've known this person for years, so I don't ever mind. But, I would rather choose not to go to a dinner if that, if I...
Social person.
Yeah, and I don't like going to dinners at all. Like, I don't like restaurants. The waiter I just found to be so cheesy. I'll tell you guys about it. It's just the whole atmosphere and just sitting there. I don't like sitting around other people eating, and like, it's weird. I don't like it. I've never liked it. I didn't do it much as a child because we couldn't really afford it. So going out was like getting pizza or Taco Bell, it wasn't like a fine dining thing. So when you go to these fancy restaurants, I'll tell you guys about the waiter in a second. But anyways, but I wanted to go to test myself a little bit since I had to go. It was like, well, since I have to go, this will be a good test. And I felt really strong about the alcohol. Like, I wanted to get the menu out of the way. I just wanted to be like, don't even go there. But it wasn't like if the menu sat on the table, I was going to cave in. But I just felt good about, like, if it's something you're struggling with and they say, would you like a drink? You say no, and you just give the menu back to the waiter, you know what I mean? And they'll take them. Then you don't have to worry about things like that. And that's what we did, But at first I put it on the other table before the waiter came over. And then he grabbed it and, showed it to us. And I said, no, we're good. You get to take it. So, if that's something, just get rid of the drink menu. If you're with other people drinking, well, you're in trouble because that's not a good plan. Try not to go out with people drinking. Sometimes you have to, but try not to if you're trying to avoid drinking. It's just not a good idea. Even if you're the DD, it's still just like, you're just going to be irritated. I've been the DD before. You're just irritated then. The whole thing's just not fun. And you're just sitting there with a bunch of drunk people that are irritating you. And it's just, unless it helps you not want to drink because how irritating everybody is, that does help a little bit. But anyways, so I'm feeling strong about New York. I'm going to start packing pretty soon. I already kind of have, I never fully unpack. I have some things I just leave in my suitcase now because I have a suitcase that's just my New York. I actually probably next trip have to get a new one. I'm going to make it go one more trip, but it's totally cracking on the front because this is now trip number 7 with that suitcase.
Hello,
Because we went one more time when we moved to New York and moved back, but we had different suitcases. So this one has gone 6 times for my work trip since my 7th work trip. So it just is, the front is such a nice little suitcase, my little blue one, my little Samsonite, but the front is just starting to just more and more cracks in it. And it's not really something that can be taped. Unless you I don't know, and it just looks so tacky. So yeah, I think it'd do one more trip, and then probably it's starting to part of it's already kind of come off because it has the outer shell is harder, but that's the part that's breaking. So it still has a protective thing, but the outer shell is breaking a little bit. So I refuse to get a new one yet, and I don't want to spend the money. They're not cheap for suitcases, especially with everything going up. And I like to get Samsonite because they last. That is, you guys go, oh, I don't last, but you don't understand, I'm hard on my suitcases when I go and I pack them with a lot in there, and then I drag them down the stairs sometimes on the subway and stuff, and I put these big old bags on top of it, and it's like the wheels get weighted down, and it goes, on the plane all these times and stuff, and I'm moving hotels and stuff, so Richard's trying to book the rest of my hotel, which it would be amazing if we could get it all booked and then just pay monthly to pay that off rather than, because one of the huge expenses when I go is my hotel room. So it's I'm trying to get money for summer. After summer, we're fine. Vegas picks back up. So it's we're fine to be able to pay it off. That's not an issue. But sometimes summer is when you need the extra funds. So it would be great because that's the biggest expense is hotels. I mean, depending on when you're in New York, they can be really expensive. And so we have half of my stay paid for on credit, and then we might get the whole part. So which is also booking my return ticket. I'm going to stay, I think, one extra day too, from what we originally thought. But I'm leaving a day later than like last time I left like on a Wednesday, and I didn't like that because I did work Thursday, but I felt like it was almost a wash. Like it felt like by being there the whole day and I only worked once, it was like we maybe got a little extra, but it was almost like a break even. And I'm like, that day's just not busy enough. They get me there on Thursday, then Friday is really busy. So, and I don't mind working the night. I don't really like working that much the night I arrive, but I will if the client that is here in Vegas right now wants to see me that night, I will see him because that's the only day he can see me, and he leaves the next day to go to another state. He's going on a work thing somewhere else. He's like, oh, you came the worst time to New York. But I had a feeling that was because he was telling me because I knew he was coming to Vegas, and then he was mentioning he was going to be gone again, but I had to book it then, primarily because I drank. My drinking will not only cost money in New York, because it's expensive. I don't spend that much on food or anything, I'm very little bit, but alcohol is expensive. Even if I was only doing a 6-pack a day, depending on where you bought your 6-pack, the cheapest you were going to get it was usually about $20. But if you happen to get it at a bodega that was convenient or something, it could be even more. They would rip you off at some of these places. And so it's not cheap there to even drink, because that adds up if you're there for 2 weeks, even if it's just $20 a day, there's an additional $20 a day. And then if, you spend any more than that, or, if I ordered stupid stuff on Uber Eats for like $100, dumb stuff like that when you're drunk, things add up. And the other thing is I do miss some business, I'm sure, when I drink, because I pass out for some of the time. And, it's like I can act like, oh, I didn't miss anything, but, Richard didn't even bother to call me when he's like, when he knows I'm out, it's like, don't even waste your time. So it's like, we're not even trying, So he's not posting ads or anything. And he does a lot of my marketing because I don't like dealing with that stuff. So he's really good at that stuff. So everyone thinks like Richard doesn't do anything. He does stuff all day long. For one thing, he does everything on the computers for me. I'm really lazy on the computers, and I'm good on computers too. But he's better. So it's like, why have me do it when he's better? Like that, he's really good on computers. So if it's anything that's computer related for the most part, I say, well, you just do it because he's so much better. And I get frustrated. Things always go wrong for me too. I'm able to figure out, how to fix it usually. That's why I know I'm good at it, but something always goes wrong. I'm like, you and computers. But when I worked in real estate, I was like, there was a tech guy that was unreliable, and so people would come to me when the guy wasn't there, and I was like, I don't know why. I'm like, I'm not that good, but I actually could usually help people with most things, and definitely could help anyone with like the copier jams and stuff like that. That stuff I could always figure out. But anyways, I'm really excited actually for this trip. The only bummer is I'm actually not really wanting to leave home at all. In the past, like there was a lot of tension in the house still, probably because of me. And now it's just like, everyone's just so chill. So, I will really miss them this time around. Like, because in the past there was a little bit of like, I think it was nice for me to leave, for them, and then also maybe for me, it's good because I felt like there was all this stuff going on, but most of it was in my head, and I was the one being rude. But, it's your perception is everything, right? So, in your own head, And, so my perception was way off. And now I'm like, I don't really want to leave, but it would be nice because Vegas, I get tired of the heat here. But then also it's like humid in New York. But I don't mind humidity unless you're down in the subway and it's like 1,000,000 degrees and you're in the wrong clothes because you thought it was going to be colder, like in pants and a jacket or something like that. Or like when I have my jacket in like my work dress on and I don't want to be like in the subway with just my dress. And I'm like, oh, but it's like so hot with my jacket on. I'm like, oh, what do I do? wear a skimpy dress in the subway, or die of heat exhaustion in this jacket. Decisions. I did finally take it off, but no, like, I can't take it anymore. It wasn't like this hot pink dress, and it's just awkward down the subway. Because my jacket's long, and you don't show anything, and more discreet. The other thing happened, it was so hot I had to walk. I walked from like 24th and like 11th to like, where was I staying? I forget where I was staying, hold on. So like 32nd and like 7th. Yeah, so if anyone knows, so it was quite a few blocks, and it was in the morning, and I thought it would be colder, so I was in my heels and my another hot pink dress, different hot pink dress, and I had my leopard jacket. This was last trip, and I'm walking, and it was like okay for a while, and then it was like, oh, I'm never gonna make it with this jacket on, but I had to walk like a lot of blocks. Like in a hot pink, like skimpy dress and high heels. I mean, you're definitely not the only one that's dressed up there, luckily. Like everyone is like decked out in, but still that's pretty loud. Like the hot pink part. So I get embarrassed when there's moments that I like to look good, like when I'm going to do my job, and like, I'll strut through the casino or something to go to a call or, walk into a place. But at the end of my call, I'm ready to just go home. I'm like, oh God, I just want to be in my pajamas. So I don't feel like strutting around. It's funny. It's kind of how I am. But I do get good photos when I do things like that, when I have to walk. And I actually do pretty good with those heels I got, those Kate Spade ones. I can walk like forever. They do the wedge heels. I can't do stilettos, forget that, for a long time. I can do stilettos for a short time, but not like for blocks in Manhattan, forget it. Because it really can be rough too, there's certain areas, especially depending on the weather, if it's snowing or raining, the terrain can be a little rough, like when it's, or icy. So stilettos would not be a good idea. You see it always when the models are doing it, but they're walking like from their condo entrance to their car, and it's just for a photo op, and they're stilettos. Like no one would walk far in Manhattan in stilettos. It'd be ridiculous. I mean, you don't even really wear sandals. Sandals are a little bit of a stretch. I only wear my sandal heels. Those are the same ones as the wedges. But like to just be wearing sandals, I mean, you just have to walk a lot in New York. You just you look like a tourist if you're in sandals or shorts. When it's really hot, you can get away with shorts. But if you're trying to wear shorts like any other time of the year, well, you must be a tourist. Because you just never know, any other time of the year it could get really cold. Summer, you're pretty secure in shorts most of summer. But you never know when that storm comes through unless you've been really watching the weather. But the weather's always wrong anyway. At least for the storms. They always have the storm of the century. It turns out to be nothing. When I was there, though, oh my gosh, when was that? In January? There was a bad storm that really messed up my business because they were shut down for like a good 4 days. Like it was almost impossible to get Ubers. Like people were not going out. I mean, people were, but it was like not, like most people were staying home if they could, and people had already, packed up everything because they had been telling everyone about it. That one was a pretty big one. And so it took me one time like 2 hours to get an Uber to my hotel, which was a nightmare because I had someone waiting. And this person was actually in Brooklyn. I was trying to get to Brooklyn from Manhattan. And then I got to Brooklyn and I go, oh, I hope I don't get stuck out in Brooklyn now and not be able to get back. But luckily someone came, but it was still quite a way, like a half hour to 45-minute wait in Brooklyn to get back to Manhattan. And it was just like you were so excited when someone showed up because it was like still snowing. Like it was a pretty big storm that came through. That was a nightmare because not many people want to do much when it's that kind of weather, so you're not going to get that much business. It was a bad time to be there. But I've always been fortunate, knock on wood, to have good trips, and they seem to be financially better each time. because I kind of get more in the routine. So I think now I'm not drinking, it's going to be even better than last trip. Because last trip was dicey. Like, there was moments that I didn't know how it was going to go, and especially my phone issue. So my phone wasn't working, and it was just a disaster. But it did work out, but just, like, barely. But the drinking was out of control. I just didn't feel good most of the last trip. So I'm looking forward to, like, feeling good. Because normally I feel good when I'm in New York, the times I didn't drink. Like, I've always felt, because, like, even if you have sugar in New York, it's like if I choose to have sugar, it'd be, you know, such a small amount there, because it would be, you know, I wouldn't, like, choose, like, ice cream. I haven't done that since, like, 2023 in New York. That'd be ridiculous. But, like, it, you know, whatever you choose, it feels like the things there are healthier than most things you choose in Vegas. So I can't even think of an example, you know, but, like, whatever you, like, the stuff in New York is, like, the best food you're gonna get anywhere. So even if, like, I feel like even when I have a little bit more, like, carbs there, they don't bother me as much as the carbs here in Vegas, if that makes sense. There, like, I seem to not have as much trouble digesting a little bit of carbs and stuff. Here, something about the food here, even when I went to that restaurant, it was so disappointing. Okay, I don't have a lot of restaurants as reference because I don't go to very many.
Someone
but
was saying that because you didn't know that was an au jus sauce with the prime rib, that you had, that I haven't been really taking good. I'm not a good husband because I haven't taken.
Oh no, I don't like restaurants. I want nothing to do with
restaurants.
restaurants.
Went there with your dad or anything?
No, I don't like restaurants. And me and Richard, he actually, our first date was to a very nice restaurant. It was called Andea or something like that. I can't even remember. I'll think of the name. I think it's Andea. It's in Portland. It's this really, really nice restaurant, and we had the best time. But I told him, even though I said I don't really like going to restaurants, but this is really fun. But I only liked going to like sports bars and like eating like that kind of food. Like I used to go to the sports bar that they had Greek food, so I would get these gyro sandwiches, or and they gave me like a salad and the Euro wrap thing. That's the kind of food I liked, and I liked to be at a sports bar and watch sports and drink beers. That was how I was back then, and do shots. I do shots back then, but I didn't like fancy restaurants, and I still don't. And that's what I was going to talk about. I didn't have a good time at all. I mean, I had a good time with my client, but it's so pompous. It's so annoying. The waiter was so annoying because he was so over the top friendly, like with this like spiel, and you at first kind of thought, you're like, oh, he's friendly, that's nice, you know, and it was like, you know, you kind of thought it was a little bit more like centered toward what was going on with your table, you know, and then you realize he goes to the next table, and you hear him because he's like, the fancy restaurants are like on top of each other. It's like, can you spread us out a little more, maybe? I mean, it's a fancy restaurant, give us a little space. Like, you're in a booth right next to each other at a fancy restaurant, I don't get that. Like, you know, one person has a chair and the other person's in a booth, and then you got someone like right there. Hello, I feel like I'm at a cafe. But anyways, I don't get that. But anyways, he gives the exact same spiel. I mean, to a T. Not one word different from every single thing he said to us. And I was like, and then he goes to the next table. And so I'm sitting there. You realize we can hear you. So now we realize you just have a cheesy thing that you just say the exact. I mean, I get you got to say the things for the specials and stuff, but this was like from the start to the finish. From the first thing he says to the end is exactly the same every table. Yeah, you're like a drone, a robot. And he was just so, and then he just said weird stuff the whole time too, like, oh, that one's my favorite. Don't say that. You don't eat this food. Get out of here. No one that works at a restaurant eats the food if it's a fancy restaurant unless they get it for free. You're not coming in dining here, so you have not tried everything. Oh, this was my personal favorite. It is not. Get out of here. You have not even, unless they made you try it. But still, you won't remember. It was when you first started. Get out of here that you tried everything. And, oh, that's fine. You know, and they just, like, I don't need all your input. And then he's like, we already knew what we wanted. And he had to go, oh, I know you know what you want, but I have to make sure to go through. So he goes to this whole damn thing about all the steaks. There's like 5 of them, but one's bones and one's not. See that? Do you have any more? I mean, my question. Because they did cuts that I wasn't interested in. They were all like through the moon expensive, and I try to, even though I'm not paying, and even though it was comped, he still can have his comps for the rest of his stay. So I'm like, I don't know, I try to not overdo it. So he got the New York steak, but I was like, $75. So I was looking for the cheapest one. The cheapest one was $65, that prime rib. The worst $65 ever spent, I swear to God. And I was looking for more like a, I don't know what I wanted. Maybe I was hoping for something more like a top sirloin, but that's probably not fancy enough, huh? Because I love New York strips and ribeye, but those are the most, well, they're not the most expensive. Most expensive probably the ones, the other one they had, what are they called? Filet mignon. My client likes the like totally like well done. He's like, I like my filet mignon butterflied and then just cook with it. I'm like, I think you're kind of missing the point of a filet mignon, because the waiters will tell you, oh, the filet mignon is so tender you can cut it with a spoon. Right. And how much does it cost? No, thank you. But anyways, so then someone next to us ordered, so my client's like, oh, let's see if you can really cut how tender that is. But yeah, everything on the menu. They had shrimp for $65. Like the cheapest thing was $65. Like I was like, and everything was except for sides, but those were additional. You got nothing with your order. Everything was additional, like $20 per side. I'm probably disappointed we weren't getting liquor either. Yeah. I mean, even without any liquor, we didn't have beverages at all. We just had water. My client only drinks water too. Well, not only, but when he eats dinner, I think he just has water, because that's what he's always had. And then he got sides, and then his New York steak and mine. What was it called again? Prime rib. Not ever gonna eat that again. I don't like that at all. Especially the way they cooked it there. Medium rare at that place. Oh, it was like, I was like, did you cook this at all? It doesn't look good. Like, not at all. It didn't look like it had been on the burner at all. I was like, is it still frozen? But anyways, yeah, I'm not a fan of fancy restaurants. I don't like the whole atmosphere. I don't like watching people eat or hearing people eat or having other people watch as I eat. I mean, sometimes Richard likes to leave the live on, but I'm not a huge fan of that. I mean, I'll do it sometimes. I'm just not really a fan of watching people eat or having people watch me eat. It's just kind of a weird thing to me. I find it kind of gross. And I really don't like when people talk with food in their mouth. So it's kind of like, why are we going to dinner and saying that we're going to talk, but really we need to just eat? So I never understood that. Because like with me and Rich, we hang out all day. We don't necessarily even always eat dinner together, because to me, dinner is a time to eat your food, not a time to have a discussion. Have a discussion another time. I don't know. I've never liked that whole let's sit down and these 2-hour things of dinner and stuff. Forget about it. We were always very quick, and very rarely did we eat together, even when I was young, because we all had different schedules and things, you know. Even like with me, I was in sports and I worked in high school, so I didn't even get home till late at night, you know. So my mom would usually have like something in the fridge that, you know, everyone else had ate. But and when I was young, I think my mom was always working. So because my dad, and when I was really young, I don't know, my parents were weird. They moved us to Mexico and stuff, so I don't know what we were doing. But yeah, I don't know. So we never have had like normal, like, there's only a handful of times I can even think about where we really like all sat around a table. And at my dad's, they never even had a table. They had like, you sit at the bar like thing, you know, and the kids would sit up there, and then I think my dad and stepmom would go sit in another room that had a table, but I don't think there was enough chairs even for the table for the family. So it was like we just sat at this thing, you know, the kids, and very rarely all at the same time, you know. Your food would just get left out, you know, and you can eat it when you want. That's kind of how my family was. So that's kind of what we do here, because everyone here doesn't really want to eat at the same time. When we try to make everyone eat at the same time, they'll be like, I'm not hungry now or whatever, and then they'll be hungry at other times. So it's like, it kind of just works better than forcing everyone to eat all at the same time. Anyways, we've been watching the Big Brother show, and they do that. They do these dinners, this massive table. But I'm like, that is like barely, like not enough food for all those people. But I think they snack all day. But their dinners are like such a small amount for the amount of people they have. And it's just crazy, like, they're like all excited about that. I'm like, oh, that must be disappointing for like these big guys. They have like these, these bodybuilder guys and stuff, tiny bit. I mean, especially the amount of protein that goes around. They have like this tiny, like a plate, like, this of whatever protein it is for like 17 people. Richard would eat that himself, especially if you're on any sort of like protein diet, you eat a lot of protein. So, and there's a handful of the guys in the house that are that way. But we've been watching the live feeds, and we've always liked Big Brother. Richard is the first one that got me. I never really liked reality. Oh, here's the hummingbirds. There's like 3 of them on the thing right now. Oh, they're so happy. I love when the hummingbirds are here. It's actually really special to be able to capture hummingbirds unless you have a hummingbird feeder. But for years, Richard was always trying to like capture hummingbirds with his camera. It's very difficult because they zip around so fast. But as soon as you have a feeder, you can get the best photos of hummingbirds. They will be at the feeder for a while sometimes. We had one guy that would hog the feeder. He's probably kind of taken off since we haven't kept it fully full all the time like we used to. But he used to just like dominate it. I don't know if you know that hummingbirds will dominate like a feeder certain times a day. Like one will be like, this is mine, and they run off all the other ones. But then there's like other hours that they don't. It's like, I don't know, it's like a weird thing. I don't understand it. But they get really aggressive and they'll run off every other one. And one time, that particular one, we called him Jeremiah. We felt like he was trying to drink all of the juice in one setting, like no one's gonna have any. So he drank like so much, and then like we didn't see him for a while, and he was like, looked like he was like barely fly. Like, dude. We thought he died. We thought he like overstuffed himself with the hummingbird's food. But he came back finally like a while to digest all that. Anyways, I'm really feeling great about the diet, about the no alcohol, but I'm gonna have to go inside pretty soon because it's getting hot out here. Annette, Richard yesterday got Gloria and Annette some coffees from the little donut shop, and we got Gloria a mocha and I think Annette a latte. Annette always wants a latte. I think lattes are gross. I think it's almost time to go inside. Yeah. And so she had a great time, but she's definitely pretty berserky. You can definitely see the difference of Annette on or off caffeine. It's significantly different. But she went on the longest walk this morning, and I was going to go pick her up, and I said, you know what? I'm just going to let her walk it off a bit because she's just been, through the moon a bit. So she came back, and I think it was good. She just went for a really long walk. She came back, she took a shower right away, and she's feeling better. But she didn't really sleep much last night. She was pretty off to the races from one latte. But we're kind of letting her do that once in a while just because otherwise she seems like she's so melancholy if she doesn't have any caffeine. And we're like, you know what, but too much and she goes crazy. So. Yeah, it's getting pretty warm. Ooh. Yeah, it's getting hot out here. It's a scorcher today.
What do you mean?
I said it's a scorcher today.
It is a scorcher, you're not kidding about that.
Yeah, it's going to be a hot one. Oof. I need to tan one of these days, but probably not today. It's too hot today, I can tell that. But I want to get a tan at least once before I go to New York. Ooh. Hi, Gloria. I like your shirt. That's cute. Love. Alrighty. Guess we'll sit on a bed here.
Yeah, buddy.
Let me put this in the bathroom.
I'm gonna jump in the shower.
Okay. Is Ned on the go again? Yeah, she's on the go again. Ned's on the go again.
I got Annette breakfast.
Oh, good. Now
She did not do any caffeine today. She didn't want any.
Yeah, she was singing. She's pretty good now.
From that.
Yeah, she gets like a little bit of a caffeine hangover. Oh, let me take these
Just
shoes
real
off.
cranky.
Yeah. But we figure at least she's not like so melancholy all the time. So we think just once in a while, not very often, because if we did it too often, she'll be back to the way she used to be, and that's not, where she's just like off, like never can relax and never can sit down. You can check that soup, see if you think it's time. I had to just keep putting it on. I put it on for the 4 hours. No, I used a different one, and so I won't do that again. This one did not work. Yeah, I used this one, and maybe that's why it wasn't working as good before. And then we had some good soup, and then I switched back, but it wasn't. It was because each one has a broken part, and I didn't realize this one, the broken part is it just doesn't work at all. So the other one had a cracked part of the ceramic, the other one the handle was missing. She has 3 of them, and each one has a different broken part.
Joey's gonna come read the chat. So what did I say?
Going to read the chat since when? Hey now, Snoop.
There's one right there.
I was trying. Maybe let's zoom in a little bit. I know sometimes I'm like, I like it like a little bit where it's not showing the whole room, but not like where it's like just my head.
Yeah, I hear that.
Cause I'm an old lady. Like, when you're young, you may want just your head because you have, you're so young and you got nice skin. But I'm an old lady. You don't want just like your big old head. Yeah, there you go. I'll fix my hair a little. So my hair is just a mess today. So I'm hoping it starts to kind of get, hey Matthew T. Hey, hit the like button, y'all. Ding dongs. Cheers, Joy, Mama. And y'all got kids? No. You surprised me, Joy. You look beautiful today, Joy. Thank you, Road King. 2K1. Oh my God, I love you, James Oliver. Said hi.
That was funny.
Angel, Joy, you have great energy. Stay happy and healthy, my friend. Thank you guys. Hey, look, I read some things. It's on the TV.
Chat, Joy?
Yeah, you guys are nice.
You have a lot of people that
Thank you, everybody. I can see it on the big screen, but every once in a while when I look up, it'll be just something so stupid, and I have a hard time. Like, it's not that I care what people think. I just get irritated that there's still people that are hating on us. Like, after all this time, I'm like, get alive. But anyways, but thank you, everybody.
Look what you got.
Hey, W Jedi Joy.
You got one.
What is that?
That means win.
Oh, that's a win for Jedi Joy.
She's kind of new
Joe
on social
Mama.
media.
Oh, I don't know any of these things. You guys
Look
know.
who's here. Horst.
Horse.
All the way from
Girl,
Austria.
hi from Australia.
No.
Amelius.
Austria.
All right, we'll skip that one.
But interesting though, Austria, because he was from Austria. That's weird that those two came in. Like
Oh, did I say Australia? Austria.
Yeah, one person
I
is
said Australia.
legitimately from Austria.
People get to say that all the time. Yeah, I cuss people out daily if they are asking for it. Angel. Me too. No, I'm just kidding. JJ said hi. Hometown of Arnold Schwarzenegger. Horst Gurgle.
Oh, really?
Oh, Australia. Yeah. Oh, I thought he was Australian. See, man,
what?
that must.
You thought Schwarzenegger was Australian? Okay. Possibly.
I really am bad with these things.
That's
Where?
hilarious.
That's
Man, he could have been Mad Max.
man. That must happen often for
This is
people.
funny. I want you to read the chat more. This is hilarious.
Hello from Missouri, Lisa Head. I've been to Missouri. I've been to St. Louis. I had a friend in the Air Force that lived in Missouri and St. Louis. I actually went home with a lot of people from the Air Force. Like, it's kind of weird because they weren't necessarily anyone I was dating or, and it's people that kind of just knew, and everyone was like, oh, let's take Joy home. So I went home with my friend Brittany, who was from St. Louis, Missouri, who was actually, her husband was my coworker. And me and him were really close friends, but I always knew he was married, and so one day he invited me over to his house for a party, and so I got to know his wife, and then me and her became like best friends. And then when he would go out of town, like I would go like just hang out with her always. So this was one of the times he was out of town for, he had gotten deployed. And so me and her went to St. Louis because she was going home to visit her family, and so I went with her. And it was just like the weirdest thing because people were like, wait, who are you? Like, how? Yeah. It's just one of those weird things. And then I went home with my one boyfriend to Nashville, Tennessee. And then I went home with another guy who I really liked that we were like, like FTFs. We were never actually dating, so it was really awkward when he took me home because we were like, you guys are not really together, but you're together. But I went to,
That was funny.
That was
a really good clip we got there. I'm going to clip it right now.
Illinois. I went to Illinois. Where did I go in Illinois?
Angel says, I think you and Rich
I want to
found
say, is
true-
there's a Jacksonville?
Right.
No.
Angel says, well, you read it.
I think you and Rich found true love together. It is a beautiful love story. So yeah, haters will hate. Thank you, Angel. Yeah, did you guys see that video? Okay, so I'm not like obsessed with myself. Oh wait, one more thing. I wasn't done with my stories. And then I went. I forget where I went in Illinois. Actually, I don't remember the
Charles
town.
in the UK.
But I'd have to think about it. And then I went to Elizabeth, Colorado. And then I also went to Colorado Springs, Colorado, because my buddy was in the Air Force Academy. So let me see, did I go anywhere else?
Scott.
Oh, and then I went to Dallas, Texas, with a girl that was from Oklahoma, but her family, was from. She lived in Oklahoma. She was in the Air Force. So I met her at church, and they were originally from Dallas, Texas. So yeah, like I went with all these people to where they were from, and only one of them was a guy I was actually like with. So it was always weird because, but in the Air Force you get really close with everybody. So you just like camaraderie. So yeah, we work together. That's weird to take her home with me. But yeah, that was fun. So what's over? Hey Ava. Hey Ava the G. Hi Ava. Hello Patricia. Joe Mama. Still a better life than Elsie. Mac, you bish. Hey Matthew T. Thanks for actually reading the chat, Joy. Do a little do a little dance. Make a little love. Get down tonight. Get down tonight. Do a little dance. Make a little love. Get down tonight. Get down tonight. Thank you, Matthew T. Hey, Curtis. Vizinat. Problem is, I'll say people's names wrong, so that's part of why I always feel bad about it. Anything is possible. Hey, Joy. Love you chatting with us. Robin Turpin. Hello, beautiful Joy. Taste the rainbow. Hey, I got rainbow colors today. I always feel like if I wear rainbow, people think that I'm trying to promote, the LGBTQ community, but I'm not, but I'm not trying to. I just like rainbow. But I'm bisexual, so I don't mind promoting that. I don't even know if I said all the new letters, but yeah, it's not like it's a statement. I just actually like rainbow, so I'll often do like the rainbow. I don't always have the colors, but when I do, I'll do it. So I just order some. I order hair ties because I put hair ties on. It's a weird thing. I don't know. I started doing it a while back. I started with just one, and then it just became like I wear a bunch of hair ties, and they actually sometimes like almost cut off the circulation. Which is like, stop wearing them things. I know, I just can't. So I don't know. You get used to wearing things. So all the jewelry that I wear, I'm very used to. That it feels naked because I do take it all off when I shower, or if I were to go in a pool or something. But that's about the only time I take off my jewelry. And so when I get out of the shower, I feel like naked until I put it on, especially my ring. I didn't have a ring for years either. I did have one when we first got married. It was an opal. Gloria actually got it for me because me and Richard weren't into that kind of thing. We weren't really even in the marriage thing. We just wanted to kind of like make sure we stayed together forever. So we're like, you know what, let's get married. Because it was like, we knew that we were gonna be together and we felt like it was like a statement to the world that you want to be together forever, but we didn't really care about the marriage stuff. So I didn't care about the ring or anything like that. It's not my thing. You guys think that like, he would do those things. I mean, he did that, like Richard's like all about that kind of stuff and I just don't like that stuff. I actually get mad if he buys me something that I didn't know about unless it's like something like really like significant, but if it's like something that I could maybe live without, I'm always like, Richard, you didn't need to get that right now. I don't need that. And I'll return things too, like because I'll be like, we just don't need that right now. You know what I mean? Like as sweet as that was, like he'll sometimes give me too many pairs of pajamas or too many dresses or something like things like that. I'll return, but I never return like jewelry and stuff. Although I did have to return some jewelry that was not strong enough for me to, like it was gonna break. It like already started to almost break and I was like, oh, I'm gonna return. I had to return 2 of these necklaces I got, but that was not, because I didn't like them. It was just more, I was gonna break them. And then we were gonna, if I broke them before I returned them, I wouldn't be able to return them, but it was like, I could tell like one bended almost where it almost broke and I was like, oh, this is too fragile. It's not gonna be good. So, I'm just a very, a minimal person. I'm what you call a minimalist. And I know I have some things that are ridiculous, like my amount of Beanie Babies, but there's just a handful of things that I go nuts for, but I don't want anymore. I mean, if I get some more for presents, fine, but I'll never buy another one. But I didn't buy most of them were presents. People have been getting them for me for a long time, especially with work, but I don't want anymore. I have no more room for them. I see them sometimes, new ones in New York, and I'm like forget it, I don't need them. But I don't like have a ton of clothes and stuff, and the amount of clothes I have is more than I would ever have if I didn't do the job I do. So like I have to keep kind of rotating a bit, but I don't rotate as much as probably most girls. Like I wear the same thing a lot, and when I get like an outfit I really like, I have to be careful because I'll keep wearing it. I'm like, I gotta change it up as well, so people don't think I only have one dress, which I have. I've only had one dress before in this job. Like when we lived in the cave, I actually had one, and then we found one, so then I had two. But yeah, and it's hard because when you see someone twice in a week, or even 2 days in a row, wait a second, wear the same dress. So at least you need two. I've had clients that will want to see me like 3 days in a row. That's a lot for me because I'm like, I'm tired of you. I don't feel like whoever it is. I mean, I can only handle people in small doses. So I only like hour appointments. I don't really like to do extended ones. It's not my thing. I'll do them, but I don't like to. I'll do them occasionally. But anyways, so Annette's doing good, except for a little berserky with the caffeine, but she's been happy. But then she just starts to get a little bit. There's a happiness, and it's a little bit more of a bipolar. So there's like this extreme happy, and then there's a little bit more of like you hear anger coming, a little more of like just. She yells at like her voices a little bit, never at us, but then when she has no caffeine, she just sits there. So it's like she gets no voices. So it's like, I don't know. We're trying to find a balance. So we really want to have what's healthy for Glory and Annette, but not what's miserable. Does that make sense? Like, because healthy can be miserable, especially at Glory's age. She's 82. So I keep telling Richard, like, let's not have her be miserable for her last years, however many that is. Now, let's say she could extend it a couple more, but they're miserable. Like, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? Let's have her next X amount of years, which we hope is more than less, are fun. You know what I mean? So let her have a little bit of wine, let her have a little bit of caffeine. Otherwise, yeah, even though maybe it'd be better for her to not have the wine and caffeine, but then she's just sitting there all grumpy all day. Well, even if she lived longer, that's not much of an existence, you know what I mean? So that's kind of, and same with Annette, like, as much as it would be great for her to be on full protein and no caffeine and all that, like, she enjoys little snacks. They enjoy getting their fast food once in a while, or whatever, you know, their pizza once in a while, or their Chinese food or whatever. Or, you know, their little snacks, their muffins, their chips, you know, their little things they like. But we're trying to make sure they're having a little more limited sugar. Like, we're just not buying, like, the things that we were. But the stuff is still out there. Like, if Glory wants to make pancakes, but she hasn't been. Richard's been doing the breakfasts, which really helps because a lot of times Gloria just doesn't know what to do, so she'll get up and just do what she knows of, like, let me make oatmeal and pancakes. But so if Richard already makes the protein breakfast, then if Gloria wants to make pancakes, but usually she's already full now with protein, so that's been helping. Because it's not good to start the day with a bunch of, like, because she puts all that syrup on there, and she doesn't like the sugar-free syrup, so it's, you know, full sugar syrup. And then I'm sure whatever's in the pancake mix is not good. Whatever gluten is in there. I mean, it sticks so bad to because she often will make pancakes and then have the batter left. And if you don't, like, get it out of there, there's just, like, a glue to whatever bowl it's in or something. Or sometimes she has it in the measuring thing, the Pyrex thing. And I'm like, that can't be good inside your stomach because I can't even get it off this, you know, the end of this bowl or whatever. So both her and Annette are feeling much better. And then, okay, let's see what's going on. More like obsessing over back. Thank you, Jeremy Stark. At Richard, keep up the faith, rooting for y'all. Is this another donation scheme? No, we don't even ask for donations, so I don't know why you'd think that, Yvonne. I mean, we don't even have anything like that up there. Oh yeah, Ava filed privacy complaints on us for, I don't know how it could be privacy for the things that we've done, but whatever. Anyways, so Rich and Ava have their battles. These privacy complaints going back and forth. So I'll let you two decide who's doing the privacy complaints. But anyways, I stay out of that mess. I don't care. But I just want everyone to get along, but that seems to never happen anymore. But in the beginning, I was mean to everyone, but people were mean to me, but it's not an excuse. But now I'm just like, let's just all get along. Oh, by the way, Ruby, you've been looking very good. Richard shows me once in a while. He'll show me someone's stream. I never just sit down and watch really anything. So Richard will put on something and so I'll watch for a little bit. So Ruby was on the other day. She looked really cute. So you're looking great, Ruby. And who else did I see recently? Oh, you know who's been looking really good is Bethadone. Bethadone, you've been looking really good. All your little she does these little shorts in her outfits, and they're really cute. I don't know how you're doing with your sobriety. I haven't been staying up on all that stuff. I hope she's doing good. I know she had a couple more days than me, but I don't remember, I don't remember what her exact date was. And I'm now day 12 of the restart, because remember I'd gotten to day 14, and then I caved in. You guys go, oh, well, what if you get to day 14? No, because this is different now, because what was going on at day 14 last time, I was still thinking I was going to drink, and I was still like in the future, like I'm going to drink in New York kind of thing is what I was thinking. But then after I drank on that day, which would have been my day 15, when I drank on that day 15, after that experience, I was like, I really don't want to drink anymore, because that day was not a good day. Nothing bad happened. It was just all day my stomach hurt. I felt nauseous. The alcohol didn't really give me much of like a euphoria that I was used to, because I think I'm kind of getting over that, like wanting this thing that like drowns me out of reality, because I'm kind of happy with reality now. That when I drink, if anything, that like I'll go from, what we noticed is I went from being very happy the day before, feeling positive, feeling energetic, and when I drank, I went immediately depressed, and I was like mad at myself, and I was like, I'm disappointed with myself for doing this, and it was just all this like guilt and shame that occurred with this one day of drinking, that I was like, why do I want to do this to myself? So then the next day I decided I'm done completely, and so now I just have this like newfound like strength and like just kind of like fervor to stay sober. Sorry, we have Richard do those Damascus earth today, the little buggers. They creep back up if you don't do the Damascus earth. If you do the Damascus earth regularly, they go away, but they've been bugging me. I got a couple of bites last night. Little pooies. They just never go away completely until, and I think we'd have to like tear out all the carpet, get rid of we'd have to get rid of everything, because I mean, you just like if you leave one, I don't even know, but we just minimize them. Little bed bugs I'm talking about, if you guys don't know. That was the horror when we first got here, was the amount of bed bugs, so it's very minimized now. And as long as we sprinkle, it's really easy, it's just this powdery stuff that you sprinkle around the bottom of the beds, but also he kind of has to sprinkle it on the mattress a little bit, so it ends up getting that white stuff everywhere. That's the only irritating part about it. But it's fine for like the bunny and stuff. It doesn't. Oh, and Casper is doing great. My bunny, he is just been having a blast with those new little Timothy Hay little balls we get. So Richard plays games with him, and he knows he only gets it a couple times a day, so he doesn't push it. Like he kind of know he's getting used to the routine, and we're not doing any more carrots. So he's been losing weight, but he somehow still just always stays a little chubby. I'm trying to get him to lose a little more, but he's way more active, and he's up all night playing with all of his toys, which is really good because he's like biting bamboo sticks and just chewing on the little balls and stuff, which in the past he was like always eating all the time. So now he's like finding other ways to entertain himself. And he started the eating thing, speaking of, I think he's eating lettuce right now. A little fatso. So funny. He just likes to eat ever since he got neutered. Like he just loves eating. And just occupying his mouth, apparently. Because like chewing the bamboo sticks. Oh, Casper. He's the best bunny. I couldn't change anything about my bunny. Like, other than maybe him not eating so much. But even that is like whatever, you know, you can't fault the guy. You know, we cut off his balls basically. Oh, I hated doing that, but it was necessary. So if you guys don't know, you have to neuter male bunnies around 6 months, and we didn't know that. And they are pain in the neck before you neuter them. They spray everywhere. It's like horrible. It was so gross. I mean, I would put on pants that I didn't care about, or I just let him spray all over them and wash them, because it was just like he would just spray me constantly. So that's why we kept putting him in the cage. But then they kept saying he was going to get aggressive around 6 months, and 6 months came and he wasn't aggressive, and then you guys kept calling the animal patrol, someone, so then we had to legally get him neutered by a certain amount of time. So it was like, I think we got him it done by like 8 or 9 months, because we also had to, when we went to go get him neutered, found out he has to get like flu shots first. So he had to have those, and those you have to do like one and then wait like 2 weeks and then do another one, and then you have to wait like 2 weeks to get neutered or something like that. So by the time he got neutered, he was like closer to 8 or 9 months. By the whole time it all got done with the appointment. But I had to move it forward, so maybe even was closer to 8 months. But because one day he finally got aggressive and he bit me really hard. And I was so bummed because like he was so aggressive that day. Like he kept like charging at me. Like I had a tarp at the time, and I felt like one of those guys with the bulls, you know, where I was like trying to block him with this tarp because he was on the ground and he was just like charging at me. And bunny, and you're like it's all this, and they have like their claws, and they're like, they can hurt you. I mean, you can see the bunnies that they get in fights, they tear each other's ears off and stuff. It's bad out there. They get scars and stuff because they're fighters. And it was the worst day for me because, you know, I'm really close to him, and it was like, and I still am a little bit scared of him from that time. But once we got him neutered, he's never done anything like that. But when he gets a little bit aggressive, I still have like a little bit of a fear because he bit me hard, like it drew blood, and it was just like, the fact that like he wouldn't stop. And that day I had to like leave him in his cage, and he was like trying to get out of his cage all day. It was like bad. I mean, he was like a monster. I was like, oh. And then so I called the vet and I said, we got to move up this neuter appointment. I can't even control him anymore. He's a monster right now. Like he was just like, rah. And so we got him neutered the next day. But after that, he's been super chill, but all he wants to do is eat. So it's like, it sucked because legally we had to get it done, and by nature, he was going to hurt us. And so, but it did feel terrible doing that to him because, you know, I mean, and he doesn't have much to live for now, you know. He used to be like horny and stuff, you know, and now he's like, food, sleep, food, sleep. Guess that's what happens when we get old, huh? But anyways, so let me see. Has she been drinking again? No, Yvonne, I have not. Have you been drinking, Yvonne? I have 12 days sober, and I'm not going to ever drink again. Can we say the same for you? I don't think so. And I also have 9 days of no sugar. Who's done that in the room? If you've had no sugar, have you only had beef burgers and bone broth stew for 9 days? Oh, and one steak. One horrible steak. Horrible steak. Oh, that was horrible. I do not like prime rib, apparently. And I want nothing to do with horseradish or with whatever you were supposed to dip that in. And I did not apparently ask for the right preparation of the steak. Medium rare is apparently not how I like it. I think I like it more medium. Gosh, that thing didn't look like it. You know when you're trying to cut it and it's like stringy? I could not get, I had to use my finger to pull apart the steak. This is not going to be good. Bottoms up. Oh, my client was like, I don't know how you can eat it like that. And I'm like, oh, me neither. I didn't say that though, but I was like, not my top choice. So, yeah, I did think Arnold from, I don't know these things. I don't mind saying things that I don't know. I don't care. I didn't know where Arnold was from. I don't know the accents that well. I don't know. I can't tell the difference. He just has a very strong accent. I don't know what accent it is. Oh, Yvonne, get out of here. I always ramble. That's all I do. It's called a blog. Yvonne, get out of here. Yvonne, everyone knows I'm sober because I act very different when I drink alcohol. And I actually don't do this. I'm like way more like bouncing through the moons, all excited. And people know the difference between when I drink and when I don't. And also, that we are people that are healthy. We went through a tiny phase of being unhealthy that you guys are like acting like is our normal life. Our normal life is being healthy. We have been healthy way more than unhealthy in the 13 years me and Richard have been together. We've spent very small portions being unhealthy. The majority has been healthy. So when we go unhealthy, we know that we're going to be healthy in a minute. So you guys who get stuck in your unhealthiness and like we're loving when we were, down in the slums with you, but we're not going to stay down there. Sorry, it's just not what we do. We do not like being unhealthy, and I do not like being a long-term drunk. It's not something I'm a fan of. I do have an issue when I start to drink alcohol with stopping, but I'm not going to start again. So when I don't start, I have no issue. And now that I'm 12 days, by the time I get to New York, I have 9 more days, and I have no desire to break my sobriety or to have a horrible New York trip of me drinking, because it's not fun for me. I have much more fun in New York when I don't drink. It's not fun. I just sit there, I just sit in my hotel room and get drunk and then fall asleep and then wake up and then either work and then after work probably get drunk again. It's like, it's not a way I like to live my life. So it's not an issue for me to avoid alcohol. I've done it many times. When I was drinking, I was choosing to, and I was planning on it in a way. I was like knowing that it was a possibility. Now I'm just like, no. And so I'm very disciplined. I was in the military and I was raised by military parents. I had a 4.0 grade point average in high school, and I was valedictorian of junior high, and I did cheerleading and dance and track, and I had a lot of discipline. We used to run like 15 miles a day in track every day. I am a very disciplined person, and I can run for a really long time. And if you can run, like doing a marathon would not be a hard thing for me at all. I wouldn't even really have to train to do a marathon. It's just something that I can do. I can run. So if I decide I don't want to drink alcohol, I am a strong person, and I won't drink alcohol. You understand? Before I was saying I wanted to, but now I don't. So that's just how I am. I can eat only beef burgers for a couple years. Water. This is how I am. And when I go off, I say, screw it, I'm going off of my health thing, so I'm gonna go probably, too far, and then, and then I reel myself back in, and then I go, no, we're done. At the end of that, little spree of unhealthiness. So it's over for me, Richard. It really is. We are both fully committed to the keto. It's just not even a question anymore. He doesn't question if I'm gonna, go eat something behind his back or something. It's just not even a question. It's just like, it's hard to describe when you, especially as a couple, when you commit. Like it's just a different energy. Like we had an energy when we were being unhealthy. This is a different energy now. So we don't just when we were unhealthy, a lot of our day was around, like for me, either getting alcohol or food. But now it's like, do we feel like breakfast? Maybe, we'll make it if we forget, earlier I was going to make breakfast, and then I actually fell asleep with Richard for a short time. And then I woke up and then he was still sleeping. So then I did make my breakfast while he was still sleeping. But, I was like, I didn't even really have to at that time. I said, you know what? I'm just going to make it now because everyone's asleep, and I'll just have my breakfast. And then, which was I made my nibblers, from Whole Foods. I had 93.7 organic beef. I don't make the burgers, I make the little chunks. I like it better that way. With a little Italian seasoning and some cayenne. Oof, fabulous. And so I sat here while Richard was sleeping and ate my little nibblers. And then now I'm not feeling like lunch, which is like the first time in a while where I haven't been like, oh, when's lunch, I'm not. Like I could wait a long time for lunch. And that happens once you get in ketosis. So once you're in ketosis, you don't feel like going back out of ketosis. You don't, because you feel great. You're not hungry all the time. You're not like constantly thinking about food. You're not like, oh, when's my next meal? Like I don't even care when my next meal is. It could be tomorrow and I would be fine. I'm not gonna do that because I'm thin enough that I need to eat regularly, but I could. Like, that's how I feel where I'm like, I wouldn't even care. Like, and that's what happens when you're in ketosis. You just, like, food becomes like just something you need to nourish yourself. But it's not like, oh, I'm thinking about food all day. What I'm gonna have for lunch? What are we going? So like going to restaurants is such a like ridiculous thing to me because it's so catered around like, ooh, what tastes good? What thing do I want to try? And I'm not one of those people. I like eating the same thing every day. I like eating my organic beef burgers. And so unless the restaurant serves organic beef burgers the exact way I like them, then I have no interest in going to a restaurant. You understand? That's why in New York I get frustrated because sometimes I can't make my burgers the exact way I want them. And if I'm like in a hotel. But I did discover that George Foreman, the little two, so I did made burgers. I couldn't do nibblers, but I would do 2 burgers. And sometimes I would only do the 2 if because I'm not as hungry in New York because you're bouncing around. You're more active, you're doing things. Here you're just sitting around, so like I'll always eat like a full pound. But in New York, sometimes I would just do the 2, eat that, and then later come back and make the other 2. And I liked that. And then I left it at the one hotel when I was drunk. I was packing. I'd had it under the bed because I didn't want to. It looks funny when you have George Foreman sitting out in your hotel room. So I'd stored it under the bed like when I had clients. So when I was leaving, I was kind of drunk that morning and I forgot it. And then I had called them and they said, they didn't see it or whatever, or whoever, either the maid threw it out or took it home, whatever. I mean, it was only I think Richard only paid like $16 for it or less. But anywho, that worked great. And it doesn't cause like a bunch of smoke in the room of any sort. So like, we used to have we had this Ninja. That thing got a little bit smokier sometimes in the room where it set off a couple of the fire alarms when we were living in the hotels in 2021 to 2022. But anyways, oh yeah, so I was saying about I'm not obsessed with myself with those memory videos. It's just my phone gives me memory videos about myself. That's why, like, if you guys are like, how I did Richard barely in it, it's like his phone does memory videos more about him, and my phone does memory videos more about me. So it's like joy, 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 joy. Like once in a while I have someone else, but it's like almost all the videos are about me. And so I just kind of like put them together with music. So I'm not like just sitting there like so obsessed with myself. It's just, they make them, why I like the memory videos is because I remember those moments. So to other people it might just look like I'm like trying to like show, because half the times I don't look good in the things. It's just more like, I'm like, oh, I remember that time. So like to me they're so significant. But Richard gets annoyed with them. I like them. Okay, Ava and Richard having a fight. I was trying to look at the chat, but we got, oh, Jane Taylor, I'm very excited today. I started my own business, and I have a meeting in the city tomorrow to begin installation. Jane, what city? Louis Alvarez, hey! I like Alvarez. We gotta get him back for the Mets. He moved him to AAA. He's our catcher. We're gonna get him back soon. But anyways, where did Andrea? She doesn't want to shop, so she likes what we pick, and we get whatever she wants. She does put things on the list, and we get whatever she wants, but she doesn't want to go shopping anymore. We've asked her over and over if she wants to go shopping. She doesn't feel like it anymore. It's like, it's a lot going shopping. Good morning, Jedi. Cody Turbo. Gang, cheers, guys. Cheers, Cody. Braden Wright. Hi. Wright, hey, all you guys are baseball player last names. David Wright just got his number 5 retired the other day. He was the captain a while back. Now Lindor, oh gosh, Lindor is our captain, and he's in such a slump right now. They said if it was any other player, they would have already moved him to AAA with the way he's hitting. He's not. Oh, I hope he pulls out of this slump because I really like Lindor. And I have a Lindor shirt. I don't want to lose my Lindor. He's the team captain, so that would be really, really tough. He's such a sweet guy. Like, you can tell like everyone really likes him for the team captain. He's a really good motivator. But the Mets are in such a slump right now. I don't know what happened ever since. Like, I know they went to that All-Star game, and then Lindor hurt his toe, and they moved a couple people to AAA, and then we lost a couple pitchers to injury. It's just been like a bunch of all these things just collided on him, and now it's just been like, they were like losing like crazy. They finally won the other day, but that was after losing. They almost got swept in that series. It's hard to get swept. Usually, like, a team will win one, so they barely did, too, even with that. So they almost got swept. But yeah, so me and Rich are back on the health train. The ladies are pretty healthy. You know, they eat whatever they want. I mean, Gloria, we ask her all the time what she wants. We'll say, do you want, like, even like fast food? We'll say, like, Richard, I think even yesterday asked her if she wanted fast food, and she didn't want it when he picked her up from the gym. Because we now will drive her and pick her up from the gym whenever. We told her always to do it, but she never would call us, but now she does. Because it's getting too hot. I think she likes to walk when it's not so hot. But, because it's not that far, just around the corner. But anyways, he asked her yesterday if she wanted any fast food or, you know, Chipotle or Chinese food or anything like that. She didn't. She wanted to come home and just had whatever we had here. And so we get them whatever they want. Annette goes shopping literally with Richard and picks out whatever she wants. And then Gloria just doesn't want to go shopping. We've asked her if she wants to go. She doesn't want to. So she likes what we get her. Gloria likes variety. So Richard makes her variety. You know, he's been making her different things, especially for breakfast. Because she likes steak, but she doesn't want steak every day. Where Annette doesn't mind steak every day. But Gloria likes to have little different things, maybe a little fruit one morning, maybe a little sausage one morning, little potatoes, you know, different things, maybe some eggs, you know, different things. She used to always do the pancakes because she didn't really know what else to do, but Gloria used to love going to buffets because of the variety. She loves variety, like try a little here, a little there, but she doesn't eat much. She eats so minimal. Oh my goodness. All right, we got this Ava fighting with Bridge here. And hi Maria. Anywho, but it's today. Today is Tuesday, so it's trash day, but it's not bulk trash day. And I missed last bulk trash day because I didn't feel good, and I just want to get all of our trash out. But I love bulk day for just even getting rid of your own trash. I'm obsessed with it. They'll take anything that you put out there. I had no idea. I thought there was like limits. And then I started to see what everyone else was putting out in the neighborhood. I was like, oh, we can put anything out there. This is great. So anything that's bulk, you know, that you can't fit in your trash can, you wait till that one time a month and then you put it. So we put Gloria's mattress out there, the frame, we put, you know, next time we got to put the old blinds out there, and we have some more boxes from the Gloria's mattress and frame and stuff. So I'm like loving the bulk day. Now not as much to go get the stuff, but just to get rid of our junk. I'd never utilize it to that level of just like, oh, you can get rid of anything out there. So I piled it up now every bulk day. All right, hey Paul Moss. All look Gussie. I hope you're all okay. I don't know what Gussie means. Not sure. Adriana Lally. Hey, I'm back. Yay. Adriana Lally has the Dead Clothing Company, I think it's called. She sent us all these wonderful shirts. We have a bunch of them. They're really cool. They all have like skeletons on some level, and I dig that. So her husband and her do really cool clothing, like t-shirt company. All right, Dead World Clothing. There it is. Dead World Clothing. I don't know if I said it right or wrong. I forget what I said. Oh, blankets. Oh, that's fun. They have blankets too. So you guys check out the Adriana if you're into any like things that are like cool, like skeletal kind of stuff. All right. Oh gosh, we got Ava and Rich fighting over chat, and then Ava saying, "Don't be talking over chat." Is it Adriana? Yeah, Adriana Lally. Yep. Chew rocks. Nope, never chewed rocks. Thank you. I just have bad teeth. Do you use AI? AI? No, I do not use AI at all. Or Racerback. And for your blankets? Oh, you're saying to her, to Adriana. But yeah, I don't use AI at all. I'm not really like uncomfortable with the AI thing. I don't know. It kind of still weirds me out. Like Richard, he likes it a little bit. You know, he finds it easy if you have to ask, you know, something easy. But I don't know. It weirds me out that I just don't fully understand like how it all works and how it's so dang fast. So it's just kind of like weird to me. And then I'm always like, well, how do we know that like AI is necessarily right? Always with everything it says, you know, because everyone's relying on AI like asking it questions. you're assuming it's right, but it could be wrong, because if the information it's getting it from is not right, you know what I mean? But, you know, it tries to, you know, get the right information. But it is funny, people are like fully relying on AI now. I don't know, I'm a little too weirded out by it. I'm a little too pre-computer gen. So I was born in 1985, which computers existed, but just barely. But I grew up in an area that was kind of stuck in the old times. So even though I grew up in the 90s, it might as well have been the 80s, or even back further, because my town was just kind of a little bit, you know, behind. And I grew up in Placerville, California, and it, like we didn't have a computer till I was like in high school at the house. My dad's we did, but it was Apple. We had Macintosh. They were huge back then. He had a big one. He had a really big one. And then we had the small ones too. In school, we had the small little ones, the little dinky Macintosh. They had this big old box around it, but the monitor was like tiny. But then my dad had this huge one, and they had a big old box. But the problem with Macintosh, which was Apple, back then is they weren't compatible with anything. So I'd write up all my reports on my dad's computer because I didn't have a computer at my mom's. And then I wouldn't be able to print it because it was an Apple. It was a nightmare. So I'd write up my whole reports and then get to school and realize I couldn't print it in any way. And this happened like several times because I thought it was like, I should be able to do it this time. Never. It's terrible. Apple was really not user-friendly, which made it better in the sense that that's what Steve Jobs wanted, to keep it very secure and safe by not having it be so user-friendly with other programs and other systems. But now it's like fully compatible, but now that's why it has major security and safety breaches. Apple's not nearly as secure as you think it is. And I don't even get into it anymore because it drives me nuts how unsecure it is. And I know like firsthand because I have a client that worked at Apple like when it was still Steve Jobs, and had worked there for like 20 years. And yeah, he's like, yeah, it's not like how it used to be. And a lot of people quit as soon as Steve Jobs died because they started really changing it in not a good way. I mean, it's a good way in the sense of like, yeah, it's more like the other ones, but Apple used to be very different. My family's been obsessed with Apple forever. Like my dad had like all the iPods, like the big ones, the nanos, the really small like nano one that like clips on. I actually got my dad that one. And you used to be able to get them like engraved with things. So I think I wrote like I love you, Dad, or something, like Father's Day or something. Like that little dinky one because my dad rides bicycles. But my family had all of the different iPods, and then I didn't get an iPhone for a while though because they were so expensive, and I didn't have AT&T. You used to only be able to get iPhones with AT&T. I had T-Mobile. That was the first thing, and then I had Verizon. But Verizon still didn't have it then. They didn't get it for a while. So when I met Richard, he had AT&T, and so that was the first time I got an iPhone. But my family was really into Apple products besides the iPhone. My dad wanted to get an iPhone, but then he was like, no, it's a phone. No, thank you. My dad hates phones. He thought it was like something, like a little mini computer, which it is now more that way. But in the beginning, it was more a phone, you know, which is like the apps were kind of like not as many as there is now. But anyways, Richard yesterday, Apple Talk, got his laptop fixed for free too. So I still do like Apple. We dropped it off. It was, how many days was that? I think it was like 2. And today, in a little bit we have to go back to Apple. We're turning his phone in, which you have to pay, I think, $58, but they're gonna fix. He has dropped it. Like, so Richard refuses to have cases. He doesn't like the cases because, for one thing, it makes the phones a little bit bigger, a little heavier, a little harder to fit in like the tripods and things. But the other thing is they overheat a lot of times with the cases more, because he like maximizes the use of the phone. And so I always have a case. You know, I will not use a phone without a case. I like my little leopard case. But he dropped it, and it's really bad. Like it's like back is like almost off. And it's still working, but it's overheating bad because without like the back being secured, the phone gets really, really hot. So we're taking it today for them to fix it. I don't know how long they have to keep it for. I don't know if it's something we get back today or if they keep it for a day or two. But he's going to get his phone fixed, and then we're going to switch phones because his phone is when I go to New York. I'm going to just take his phone, and he's going to have my phone because my phone is still not working right. And instead of us, like, going through trying to get me a new phone and all that right now, because I went back sooner than I thought, we're just going to switch phones. And so I'm going to have his in New York, which he has the 16, so it'll take better photos and stuff. But I feel bad because I'm like, he uses his phone so much more than me. So I'm like, I don't really want to take your phone because mine is a 14, I think. And it's a lot slower because we maximize our phones, even though most 14s for most people are probably pretty fast. So, hey, thank you, Ava the G, for joining reading the chat, for being nice. Thank you, Ava. Do a little dance. Make a little love. Get down tonight. Get down tonight. Do a little dance. Make a little love. Get down tonight. Get down tonight. I know. Thank you, Ava to the G. That was very sweet of you. I appreciate it. See, I think everyone should just get along. Thank you, Ava. We watched your guys' actually, I did see an Ava thing not too long ago. It was Ava, Ruby, and what is her name? Lola, I forget. I forget. Oh, Lo, I think is her name.
Don't get too
you
excited.
guys
She's
were.
just doing that to make me
I
mad.
know it's fine. But you guys were. No, it's fine. I don't mind. I take everything as a good thing. So Richard tries to take it as negative. Listen, well, I don't know. Take everything as a good thing, but I try to. Anyways, you guys did a really cool stream when you guys were somewhere. I don't know. You guys were like at a beach or something. And you guys did a great job. It looked cool. Like the 3 girls at the beach. I thought it looked like a lot of fun. It was a cool stream.
Still with a headache.
It was fun. Like, you guys have a great time. I don't know where you guys were. I guess I only catch a little bit of the streams, but it was a cool setting.
Let me explain. Real Ones is here to shift gears. Hey, 1-1. She's been here since like over a year, and she just stops in everyone. She's the mom of 6.
1-1.
She's a big smoker, a big fan of the channel, and loves to smoke weed with me.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, Matthew G. Yeah, I know the thing. I don't know. Richard does not like cases. He has one. He just won't use it. But it's only $50 for the fact that they're going to fully replace it. And I think he's going to be... How did you drop it this time? How did you drop it this time? That first time? How did you drop it that time? How did it happen so bad? What do you remember how you dropped it?
How I dropped it?
When it got that really bad crack. Do you remember?
Yeah, in the office. It's like you saw it this morning when I was lost.
Oh, it just, that's all
desk.
that did it?
Yeah,
Then you do need to put a cover if that's the only
It
thing.
slides off my desk.
Then you had to put a cover if that's the only thing that broke it,
Fine,
falling off the
Ava,
desk.
Send me the links of the videos you want removed. I'll take them down. Remove your thing because I don't want to lose my videos.
Okay, he said, did you hear him, Ava? He said, send him the links of the ones you want removed and he'll
Or just tell
remove
me the
them.
names or whatever.
Or tell him or whatever. He said he'll remove them. He's being nice today. He said he'll
I'm
remove
not
them.
being. I'm mad.
Well, I don't know. He says he's...
I'm in a
Whatever.
bad
Well, I don't know what you guys are doing. But he said he'll take him down, so that's good. That's good news. But yeah, I don't know why. I always use cases, Richard. So I'm gonna put that phone in a case when I have it in New York. I think we have a case for it, right? Don't we have a case? We do. I think I made him get a case, but he won't use it.
Ava
It
was
in
in
the
the room.
drawer.
I'd make
I'm gonna put it in a
parallel
case.
joke about how I don't like.
If you don't have a case for that, I'm ordering one from. I just ordered the cheap ones from Amazon, which are not the best cases.
$50
No, they're not from Amazon. Mine, this was either like a $15 case. No, that's the kind of cases I order. I don't spend the ones that you get at like AT&T. Get out of here. We did that one time back in the day. We did, and I got a Kate Spade one that was like $50, and that was the last time I ever did that. But I remember that it was a leopard Kate Spade one for my iPhone 7. I always had the little ones. I don't like big phones, but now I've gotten used to it. But I used to not like the big phones because they're like heavy and they're big. But I know Kate Spade. I'm very into Kate Spade too, Nicholas, because of that. Not fully because of that, but I'm saying I've always liked her stuff like for many years. And then my mom, died similarly. So, and Kate Spade had a daughter. So like and Kate Spade is all New York. Like all of her stuff says Kate Spade, New York. So there's like this weird, like, I just feel this weird, like, universal connection weird thing.
Hold on, I just gotta come. Okay. Yeah, but you're like a third of my age. You're a lot younger, so you having to deal with more stuff is a lot easier for me. I'm old, And it takes me. Tell her how.
Shrooms, we tried shrooms for a short time right before we went to New York. The problem with shrooms, we tried to microdose. The problem with me with shrooms is I don't want to do anything. Like, I decided to, like, I don't want to do anything. Like, it was like, I don't want to go to work. I don't want to do anything. So I didn't like them. People recommended that to us for a minute. They said it was similar to weed. They said try microdosing shrooms. I didn't like it. I did one time before we microdosed, I had one experience of taking a little bit more of shrooms to where you have, and we did that one time, and I just kind of laughed on the floor all day in we were in a condo at the time. It was in Vegas. And it was all right, but it's not really something I don't really like to be in that state of mind where I'm like kind of out of it. But it was a little fun because I've never done acid. So I did that, and then we tried microdosing for about a month, but I didn't really like it. I really didn't. I just found that every day I became less and less motivated in life. Like, I was like, Richard, I think these shrooms are just making me not want to do anything ever.
You were like,
I was like so lethargic.
You were like, I'm done.
So yeah, no. All right. I don't know why she did, Nicholas, and no one ever really knows exactly why someone, takes their own life. I don't even know exactly why my mom did, or if she even did. Chance my stepdad did it, but she wanted to. My mom wanted to. She was already like writing notes, but I've never seen the actual notes she wrote. But when I visited her, she was depressed and she was writing notes. And I told her not to do that, and then I visited her in October. I left Halloween Day, and then she died November 18th. So it wasn't much longer after that. So I saw her because I was in the Air Force, so I wasn't near her. She was actually, I'm from California, but they had moved to Gold Beach, Oregon. So I visited her in Gold Beach, Oregon, which is super depressing there. It's like cold and dreary. I mean, the ocean's pretty, but it's really cold. Yeah, some people do the microdosing, but yeah, we didn't do it necessarily every day. I'm just saying, we did the amount you're supposed to do it. I don't remember if it's not daily, whatever it is. We read about it, whenever you're supposed to microdose. I don't remember how often it was. But we did whatever the microdose is. There's an amount for microdosing. You can read about it. Richard read about it, and I didn't like it. There is an afterlife. That's not true, Nicholas. That's a bad belief to think that that's not true. Hi, Starby, Charlotte. What up, Doe? Cashflow. Hi, Joanne from Snoop. My name is Joy Anna, so it's close to Joanna. But it wasn't on purpose. Like, my parents didn't think about those two names going together. Those just happened to happen that way. But my sister calls me JoJo. I don't talk to her much anymore, but she used to. Anyways, I am about ready to maybe switch off to it. I'm getting a little bit tired. We have to pretty soon go to Apple. So I think I'm going to have him just talk for a minute, and then we have to end the blog. And we got to take the phone to Apple. So let me check in with Rich. Let me see what he's up to. Okay. I've had a great time today, but I was actually up at like 3 a.m. I've been up since 3 a.m. Rich, I'm going to have you take over for a minute because... okay. Because...
Can I jump in the shower?
Yeah, but the thing is we have to leave soon to... Yeah, we have to leave soon to go to Apple. So I leave in 9 days to go to New York. I'm going to start packing pretty soon. By a week I have to have like almost everything packed. So I'm thinking today of doing that. I wanted to do the car wash this morning, but things just always come up like it's like weird how we're just always doing things. Like we don't sit around that much. I mean, when we don't feel good, we sleep a bit, but when we're feeling good, we don't sleep that much, and we're just always doing things, whether it be like cleaning or doing little errands and stuff. And like, you have to travel a lot in Vegas as far as like covering a lot of ground. Like in New York, sometimes things take longer because there might be traffic.
Oh, okay, yeah. Do you want us to end it now then? I'll just jump in the shower. Do you want to talk while I'm in the shower? Because really,
Oh, we could probably send it and come back later,
Yeah,
maybe.
because
Yeah.
it's like we have to kind of.
Yeah, because we have to start getting ready to go get the phone done. And Richard wants to jump in the shower. But what I was gonna say is, yeah, we're always kind of just doing little chores. But in Vegas, yeah, you cover like a lot of ground. Like when we go to do things, like sometimes you have to go like 18 miles to go do something. Whereas in New York, you're like in a different state if you go that far, half the time. But like, it's like, things are just a lot more condensed, but sometimes things take longer because you have to, be in a taxi or something like that. But if you're doing something where you're taking the subway, you can zip around pretty quick. Where here, things do take a while. Like when we go to the Strip, it's 30 minutes each way. So it's an hour of just driving for me to even go to work, which isn't that much time. But, those things add up, and then, we take Annette to the doctor, it's a good 25 minutes away, or 20 minutes away, and then, the store is only, 10 minutes away. But, a lot of the other things that we go to are much further away. And in New York, so, if you're going 18 miles, you're in other states. So, Vegas, things are spread far apart, it's the desert. But yeah, people are saying, Mark Wahlberg just recently moved here, and he's at the one he lives over near on Sahara, and 215. There's these, we're more west, he's more, we're more northwest, he's more southwest almost, but not even fully southwest, it's kind of still north, but he's moving more towards southwest. But there's a brand new Whole Foods out there, and that's where we went yesterday. They moved it. It used to be on Charleston, for these people. If you don't know Vegas, you don't know what I'm talking about. But there used to be one on Charleston in 215. That one moved to Sahara in 215. But over there, there's all these really nice houses and stuff, and that's where a lot of the and then there's even this hill that people build these mansions up on. Funky little monkey with the tiniest ears. Songs again. Oh, you mean the Love Me or Hate Me? That one you're talking about? Funky little monkey. The Love Me or Hate Me?
Okay, do you want me to jump in the
I'm
shower
fat,
with
I
you?
need him diet. No, in fact, I'm just too light, cause I ain't got the biggest breasts, but I write all the bestesses. I've got hairy armpits, but I don't walk around like this. I wear a big baggy t-shirt that has a nasty shit. Ew, I never had my nails done, but they're down until the numb. I'm the one with a non-existent bum. Now I don't really give a. I miss my shepherd's pie like a high maintenance chick missing her diamonds. I miss my clippers, now bow down to your royal highness. No, I don't have a corgi, had a hamster, it died because I ignored it. Go on, report me. I'm American, try and report me. Love me or hate me. And then the other part goes, does it start? I'm not funky little monkey. Yeah, I'm not funky little monkey with the tiniest ears. I don't like drinking fancy champagne. I'm sick with Heineken beers. Whoops, might burp in your face a little unladylike. What can I say? Oh gosh, I'm not posh. Me and wear odd socks. I know what I'm doing, yeah. Everybody's entitled to opinions. Open my mouth. Shit, I got millions. I'm the middle kid, the real kid. I make your nose, something like, make you jiggle, make your nose jiggle till you spit. No, I do have some stories. I want all the glory. Something like that. I don't know. I forget. It's easier when the song is on than when you're just doing it by memory. Yeah, I'll have to do that one again. Actually, we're going to get back into singing. That's the thing. I'm not a good singer, but I do like doing rap, and I'm not that good at it, but a couple of songs I can kind of do. I can do a little bit of Without Me, Eminem, and a little bit of Bodak Yellow, Cardi B, and a little bit of Love Me or Hate Me, and then I got the Raider one, and I can do Miley, 23, and a couple of other ones. Richard's been working on one. I actually have to sing that with him soon. He's been working on one. We did Mos Def for that one, for that intro thing. Okay, that thing that the next Bad Bunny. I can do. Let me see. Let's see if I can do Eminem. Or let's see if I can do Cardi B. How does it start? I have to think of how it starts. I have to get this song going in my head. Oh, I can do it now. Oh, I can cheat. Yeah, but how does it start? Let me see. How does Bodak Yellow start? It goes, well, honey, no, yeah, that was like, no, I don't have a corgi, how them should die, cause I ignored it. Go on. Because love me or hate me is still an obsession. Love me or hate me, that is the question. If you love me, then thank you. If you hate me, then fuck you. Love me or hate me is still an obsession. Love me or hate me, that is the question. If you love me, then thank you. If you hate me, then fuck you. Funky little monkey with the tiniest ears. I don't like drinking fancy champagne, stick with Heineken beers. Whoops, might burp in your face a little and lay back. What can I say? Well, gosh, I'm not past me and my Red Sox. I know what I'm doing. Let me see how Eminem goes. Can't remember the start. I have to get the start to get it going. How the start goes. He's back. I don't know. I'm gonna put it on. Let's see. You guys just have to hear him a cappella. I can't think of the start of the songs right now without like putting it on my ears. Let's see. I was trying to do it. I'm gonna do Cardi B. I'm gonna go Bodak Yellow. How's that start? Oh yeah, it's a little bitch. Oh, I got it. Yeah, I might as well listen to it. Said a little bitch, you can't fuck with me if you wanted to. These expensive, these is red bottoms, these is bloody shoes. Hit the store, I can get them both. I don't wanna choose, and I'm quick, cut a Jedi off, so don't get comfortable. Look, I don't dance now, I make money moves. Say I don't gotta dance, I make money moves. If I see you and I don't speak, that means I don't fuck with you. I'm a boss, you a worker, bitch. I make bloody moves. Now she say, see, gon' do what or who? Let's find out and see. Cardi B, you know where I'm at, you know where I be. You in the club just to party, I'm there, I get paid a fee. I be in and out them banks so much, I know they're tired of me. Honestly, don't give a fuck about who ain't fond of me. Drops you misses as much with bitches working as hard as me. I don't bother with these hoes, don't let these hoes bother me. They say pictures, they say goals. Bitch, I'm who they trying to be. Look, I might just chill with your bae, I might just chill with your boo. My pussy feel on your bae, my pussy feel like a leg. He wanna swim on his face, I'm like, okay. I let him get what he want. He buy me East and Maroon and in a whip. When I go as fast as a horse, I got the junk in the trunk. I'm the hottest in the street. Know you probably heard of me. Got a bag and fix my teeth. Hope you hoes know it ain't cheap. And I pay my mama bills. I ain't got no time to chill. Think these hoes be mad at me. The baby father wanna feel. Say, little bitch, you can't fuck with me if you wanted to. These expensive, these is red bottoms, these is bloody shoes. Hit the store, I can get them both. I don't wanna choose. In a quick, put a Jedi off, so don't get comfortable. Look, I don't dance now, I make money moves. Say I don't gotta dance, I make money moves. If I see you and I don't speak, that means I don't fuck with you. I'm a boss, you a worker, bitch. I make bloody moves. If you a pussy, you get popped. You a groupie, you a op. Don't you come around my way. You can't hang around my block. And I just check my account, turns out I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich. I put my hand up on my hip, I bet you dip, he dip, she dip. I say, I get the money and go. This shit's hot like a stove. My pussy good as gold. Just a bitch in a roll. I just came up in the rolls. I just came up in the raid. I need to fill up the safe. I need to let all these hoes know that none of that Jedi is safe. I go to dinner and steak. Only the real can relate. I used to live in the peace. Now it's a Rollies got charms like from flakes. Had to let these bitches know, just in case these hoes forgot. I just run and check the mail. Another check from Mona Scott's a little bitch. You can't fuck with me if you wanted to. These expensive, these is red bottoms, these is bloody shoes. Hit the store, I can get them both. I don't wanna choose, and I'm a quick cut a Jedi off, so don't get comfortable. Look, I don't dance now, I make money moves. Say I don't gotta dance, I make money moves. If I see you and I don't speak, that means I don't fuck with you. I'm a boss, you a worker, bitch. I make bloody moves. Okay, we're gonna do Eminem and then we'll be done. Ava asked for it. She probably didn't mean to. It was out without music, but well, you get what you asked for. And you get more extra. Did you know that Halsey has a song called Without Me and Eminem? And I like them both. Two trailer park girls go around the outside, round the outside, round the outside.
Ava, this is what Ava started right now.
Two trailer park girls go around the outside, round the outside, round the outside. This song has my maiden name in it. Guess who's back? I'll let you guys guess if you don't know. Shady's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Hey, we're Arnold's from. I just learned Australia.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's Australian.
Yeah, we heard he's Australian today. I've created a monster because nobody wants to see Marshall no more. They want Shady. I'm chopped liver. Well, if you want Shady, this is what I'll give you. A little bit of weed mixes my hot liquor. Some vodka that jumps out my heart quicker than a shock when I get shocked at the hospital when the doctor. Why I'm not cooperating when I'm rocking the table. He's operating. Hey, you wait this long to stop debating because I'm back on the rag and ovulating. I know that you got a job, Miss Cheney, but your husband's prop bomb is complicated. FCC won't let me be or let me be me, so let me see. They try to shut me down on MTV, but it feels so empty without me. So come on your lip, like that. Come on your... Oh, mess up that part. This shit's about to get heavy. I'll just settle up my lawsuits. Fuck you, Debbie. Now this looks like a job for me. So everybody just follow me, because we need a little controversy, because it feels so empty without me. I said, this looks like a job for me. So everybody just follow me, because we need a little controversy, because it feels so empty without me. Little hellions, kids feeling rebellious. Parents, the parents still listen to Elvis. They start feeling like prisoners, helpless. So somehow along on a mission, yells visionary, vision is scary, could start a revolution, pollute in the air, was a revel, know somebody revel in the bass, the fact that I got everyone kissing my ass, a disaster, such a catastrophe, so you see so damn much of my ass, you ask for me, well I'm back, na 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 na, fix your bed and send it to me, I'm gonna enter under your skin like a splinter, center of attention, back for the winter, I'm interesting, the best thing since wrestling, infesting in your kids' ears and nesting, testing, attention please, for attention, soon with some attention, me, use my 10 cents. My 2 cents is free. You sent for me. Now this looks like a job for me. So everybody just follow me, because we need a little controversy, because it feels so empty without me. I said, this looks like a job for me. So everybody just follow me, because we need a little controversy, because it feels so empty without me. Tisket, a tasket, I go tit for that shit. Anybody who's talking this shit, that shit, Chris Kirkpatrick, you could get your ass kicked worse than the little Limp Bizkit bastards and Moby, you could get stomped by Obi. 36-year-old. You don't know, you're too old, let go, it's over. Nobody listen to techno, let's go. Just give me the signal, I'll be there with a whole list full of new insults. I've been dope since Prince, ever since Prince turns out into a symbol. Sometimes shit just seems, only everybody wants to discuss me. So it's just me and I'm disgusting, or it's just me, I'm just obscene. No, I'm not the first king of controversy. I am the worst thing since Elvis Presley to do black music so selfishly. Use it to get myself wealthy. Hey, here's a concept that worked. 20 million other white rappers emerged, but no matter how many fish in the sea, it'd be so empty without me. This looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me.
Okay. Yeah, that's very entertaining, actually.
Well, this song just ended, so let's do what Ava wanted as I stand up. But is it okay without the music?
I think Ava was doing it to make fun of you. No offense.
I don't care. She asking you will receive. Love me or hate me.
I'm gonna do a quick ball hit. I'll be right with you.
All right, you're asking you will receive it, but that's what happens around here. Biggest midget in the game. I don't know. Oh. Make way for Jedi joy. Love me or hate me, it's still an obsession. Love me or hate me, that is the question. If you love me, then thank you. If you hate me, then fuck you. Love me or hate me, it's still an obsession. Love me or hate me, that is the question. If you love me, then thank you. If you hate me, then fuck you. I'm fat, I need a diet. No, in fact, I'm just too light, and I ain't got the biggest breastises, but I write all the bestesses. I've got hairy parts, but I don't walk around like this. I wear a big baggy t-shirt that has the nasty shit. I never had my nails done, bite them down until they're numb. I'm the one with the non-resistant bum. Now I don't really give a I'm missing my shepherd's pie like a high maintenance chick missing her diamonds. I'm missing my clippers, now I bow down to your royal highness. No, I don't have a corgi, had a hamster, it died cause I ignored it. Go on then, go on, report me. I'm American, trying to port me. Love me or hate me, it's still an obsession. Love me or hate me, that is the question. If you love me, then thank you. If you hate me, then fuck you. Love me or hate me, it's still an obsession. Love me or hate me, that is the question. If you love me, then thank you. If you hate me, then fuck you. I'm funky little monkey with the tiniest ears. I don't like drinking fancy champagne, stick with Heineken beers. Whoops, might burp in your face, a little unladylike. What can I say? Well, oh gosh, I'm not posh, me and wear odd socks. I know what I'm doing, yeah. So everybody's entitled to opinions. Open my mouth, shit, I got millions. I'm the middle kid, the riddle kid. I'm like, your nose jiggles when you spit. Yeah, I do have some stories. That's the truth. I don't want all the glory. So go on, report me. I'm American, trying to port me. Love me or hate me, it's still an obsession. Love me or hate me, that is the question. If you love me, then thank you. If you hate me, then fuck you. Love me or hate me, it's still an obsession. Love me or hate me, that is the question. If you love me, then thank you. If you hate me, then fuck me up. Fuck me or hate me. Love me or hate me. Love me. This is my favorite part. So I can't dance and I really can't sing. Yeah, I can only do one thing and that's be Jedi joy. So I can't dance and I really can't sing. So I can only do one thing and that's be Jedi joy. Love me or hate me, it's still an obsession. Love me or hate me, that is the question. If you love me, then thank you. If you hate me, then fuck you. Love me or hate me, it's still an obsession. Love me or hate me, that is the question. If you love me, then thank you. If you hate me, then fuck you. Love me or hate me, it's still an obsession. Love me or hate me, is the question. If you love me, then thank you. If you hate me, then fuck you. Love me or hate me, it's still an obsession. Love me or hate me, is the question. If you love me,
that you're embarrassed, you're making an arse out of yourself for a few pennies.
You guys aren't paying me anything. I'm doing it for fun.
Why do you
I do it for free.
Thank you.
Do one thing and that's be Jedi joy. So I make an arse out of myself for free. I can only do one thing and that's be Jedi joy. Oh yeah. I get paid by you shenanigans. I get paid in New York City and here for my other job, but mainly New York City. I never understand why they never say Manhattan. So when I first went there, I did not understand this. Okay, if you guys don't, maybe if you've never been, you don't understand. Manhattan is what you think is New York City. Okay, that's the...
I hate to interrupt you, but It's Me Again has a good one. Almost like what we've said before.
What?
She's not a poor man's Blake Lively. She's more of a poor man's Gwyneth Paltrow.
Oh, that's a nice one. Richard used to say that I was like more like the, Rachel Ray.
Or fucked up Taylor Swift.
Oh yeah, when we went to Aspen, Richard looked like a blueberry and I looked like a fucked up Taylor Swift. That big blueberry.
Anyway, continue. Why don't they call it Manhattan? Sorry,
I don't know why they never say Manhattan. It's very confusing if no one has ever been there. So New York City is technically, you know, like the Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens,
Bro, 100.
And Manhattan. But what most people think of Manhattan, what people think of New York is Manhattan. But they so rarely ever call it that. Like in a movie, it'll used to say New York City instead of Manhattan. So when I got there, I didn't know that Manhattan was an island. And I didn't know that Manhattan was what I thought New York City is. Which it is New York City. But New York City is more than just Manhattan. Albany, New York? I've never been to Albany.
Yeah, that's way up there on Queens, and all the way up on the corner.
Oh, I've been there?
That one.
That was Albany? I guess I have been.
Out there.
Oh, I do remember that weird.
Thank you, Sugar Skull Mama. How are you today?
I've been to all different parts of Long Island. I've never been to the Hamptons. I was invited several times, but I didn't want to go way out there, not with one person. I thought about staying out there, but because there is a lot of business out there, but I just didn't know if there was enough because there's more in Manhattan. But I stay in Manhattan. I only stay in Manhattan. When me and Richard lived there, we like twice stayed in Brooklyn and like twice in the Bronx, but the rest of the time was always Manhattan. But when I go, I'm only in Manhattan.
Okay, Tommy Bush would like to know, he's from the UK, wants to know what's up with the shorts. What's up with the shorts?
Oh, they're just my pajamas.
Joel wanted to know what happened to the alien shorts.
I have those too. I have 3 pairs of pajamas, Joe. I'm glad you asked. And I rotate them. I actually did have my skeleton ones on
what
earlier.
I did? Hey, by the way, guess what I
I'm
gave
washing.
Gloria for breakfast? Are you ready to switch off? Or we gotta go?
Yeah, we gotta go. Actually, we have to go. So, yeah,
Bring him over here for 5 minutes. I'll
Yeah.
talk a bit. You know, I've been kind of
Okay.
I've been running around the scenes, guys. You don't understand.
Yeah.
But I spend a lot of time, like from the time I wake up, I'm just kind of running around because like Joy does a lot of the cleaning stuff and all that stuff. But I primarily handle I'll go get the groceries. I handle that. Yeah, I talk to Gloria, wish her good morning, make the tea, like just kind of basically. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds all the training that I did in Aspen, not my other bartending job, just Aspen, because I dealt with a lot of old rich people there, and it just kicks in every time I'm in the kitchen. I just flash back to Aspen. I think to myself, man, I could have done this job. I probably could have worked in Aspen for 20 years because I just flash back to the kitchen. It's like weird. I just flash back to Colorado, and you ever hear me clanking the dishes around back there, Joy? When I'm cooking, do you ever hear me like flying dishes around? No. Anyways, I get a little bit like cocktail, like Tom Cruise cocktail. I start flipping. Yeah. I start grabbing the dishes and flipping them around like you do in a restaurant. And I'm only doing it for 2 people, but still, that's still two dishes. But I just get kicked in it. But the thing is that as soon as I'm done with that, we got to go shopping, or I got to go like right now we got to do other little errands, and then or then I got to take Gloria to the club, or then right around. Pretty soon it's going to be lunchtime, so I got to start on that stuff. So then that goes on, and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, because you're pretty much cooking like all 3 meals today.
Yeah.
Tell that.
How old are you, Dee Dee? You know, it's really, really, I think asking a woman their age is that, I mean,
It's supposed to be rude, yeah.
I mean, unless they're really young, but then even then, sometimes it's like, how old are you? It's like always kind of, it's just kind of a, Rogers, what's up? 9207. Hey, Aaron. Hey, Aaron the boat guy. Good to see you, too. What's my political stance? Gina, what's good? I'll tell you what's good is this right here. What's up 3 times? You're blushing. Why? Am I looking? Never mind. I don't even want to say. Okay, you guys know I just make a lot of jokes by now. And I'm really catching myself because, and maybe this is good. Should I? Who knows? Maybe I'll be running for mayor someday. And if I do, these will be good skills. But jokes come to my head, and they're often Eddie Murphy style jokes, or just ones that's catchy off guard. You know, like what? And I've learned from here that you don't do that, right, Mary? Because if you do that, it's like.
Oh, it's at. Oh.
Yeah, we got to go about.
Oh no, it's later than you think.
What time is it?
It's. Look at what time it's at.
Oh.
So.
Okay, well, you just keep track for me. Right. I love you, Mary. I love you so much.
Give a little extra time.
Weed ain't making anybody more energetic. Are you kidding? No, it's not the weed. It's our diet, bro. Combined with the weed. And you can watch, and you can go back, and you can ask the people in this room that and we are honest about what we ingest, because otherwise we wouldn't know like what gives. Right. I'd be cheating myself out of my own experiment. I mean, part of this is documenting like, hey man, if you just cut out all sugar, what happens? They told me I'd die. Well, that was back in 2019, and guess what? I'm not dead. So that's cool. In fact, I lost a ton of weight, and I feel great. And more importantly, got the energy. And that's.
You did eat the sugar, you immediately put it back on the weight, and now we're taking it off again.
Did Joy have any sugar withdrawals?
With what?
Sugar, did,
I'm not now, but I did. Not by day 9. Till not by day 9, they can't hear me.
oh, sorry. She did not have any, what?
Say till not by day 9, but in the beginning, yes.
In the beginning, she had withdrawals. But they weren't like nearly as severe. You guys saw the video that we posted like 2 years ago. You got to remember that I hadn't had sugar in like 3 years, right? When that happened. And then for like 2 months, I was eating wedding cake.
Oh, and
I was eating wedding cake and donuts, and pizza was my staple. That was like basically my breakfast. And then I'd go on from there all through the day. I mean, I really wasn't being that gluttonous because you're kind of running around, but
yeah, it was in New York. Right?
it was in New York, so you just kind of grab a slice of pizza here, you grab some donuts here, a slice of wedding cake here. And the thing is that after about 2 months, and I documented it, and that's what started this channel. You'll literally see Joy has a thing, and I'm like realizing, shit, two months ago I had a 6-pack. Now look at me. After 2 months of just eating granola, and wedding cake. I don't even think, had we started drinking alcohol yet? No, we hadn't even started drinking alcohol yet. Okay, so we're not even doing anything but just doing sugar. And the way I'm talking is different. Like how the energy I have now, I just started talking lazier. Like the way I sounded lazy. It sounded like I was just like, but it's funny. I mean, the guys here have seen it, but I'm sitting there, I'm eating some granola, and Joy is laughing at me because she's like, oh my God, what happened to your 6-pack? Now you look like Santa Claus. And I did. I had a big old Santa Claus belly. And I was just sitting there, and I was like, yeah, well, and I was like, and I didn't give a shit. And I was like, well, I figure what is it? And this was
I just saw a photo of that, maybe I can find it. Oh, actually, you know what? I just saw a photo that's really good. Hold on. Of you, of one of the times you were heavy.
Hey, three times. Hey, Snoop.
Oh,
Rich
no,
looks
it's
way
on-
better and
it's
healthier
on
when
that
you're
phone,
heavier.
darn it.
You
Maybe
think
I
so?
have one.
Oh, which one?
It's on the one we're using. I forgot it was on that one. I saw it. Maybe
You can find it there.
maybe it was yours.
Why does she like to body shame? Who'd she body shame?
No,
No, hold on.
he was saying
Listen,
it first.
Dee Dee, tell me what she said.
You're saying because I said you look like Santa Claus.
Oh. She wasn't body shaming me. We were laughing together. This wasn't.
First you were saying.
Close the door there.
He was saying it first. Don't see. It sounded like I was like picking on you.
And so watch the video. It's on there somewhere. And I'm eating just a bag of these things, and I'm like, hey, don't worry about it. Here's what we're gonna do. This is 2022. This is January 2022, and I said, hey, don't worry about it. I'm just gonna start a YouTube channel.
Document weight loss.
Joy. Joy always knows. She knows the story. Okay. Okay. So I said I'm just gonna start a YouTube channel, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop eating.
Show them that one from Panama. I just saw that photo.
Well, this isn't the sugar thing. This is a different situation.
No, that was Panama in 2012. Just showing because some people don't
This right here, Ben Thorpe and I could be brothers here. I mean, body-wise, anyways.
That was Panama 2012. So that was.
We're similar body types.
But I just saw the photo from New York the other day, but I don't know where it is.
Can you get a gist of like what do you think I'm weighing there? I'm clocking about 250, right?
Probably, yeah.
I think I got about 250. Oh, with movies? Andrea? Well, who is that? Andrea? Dude, if you lived in Vegas and you wanted to watch movies with me and you had a place I could go, I would be over there. I'd be like, great. Joy, you stay here. I'm going to watch movies with Andrea. And she would get it. She would not be offended by that. She gets it. She knows she's impossible to take to a movie theater. Well, that's not true. She knows to keep her mouth shut in a movie theater. But at home, it's like as soon as the movie starts, it could be a walk-by actor in the opening scene. And she'll say, hey, that guy there, he was in, and then she'll say, he played that one character, and she'll go on and on and on about another character that a non-essential character would played in another movie. So as you're trying to learn about this character, she's describing like 3 or 4 other characters in the past. It's a little tough. I don't think he looks healthier in that picture. Yeah, there's definitely younger. If I knew what I knew today, then, which I did, I actually knew what I knew. It's just that it was very difficult for me back then to give up anything, like to give up sugar, quite honestly. But I was like in my 30s. I was just like, I wasn't ready to give up caffeine. I wasn't ready to give up sugar. And I knew I had to do that for this diet. I knew that in 2012. That's when this picture was taken. Right before the end of the world. Do you guys remember that? Yeah, the world ended December 12th, 2012, according to Mayan calendar. Now, like they say, the world wasn't built in a day, so it's not going to end in a day. Is that actually true? Rome wasn't built in a day, so it's not going to end in a day. Is that the saying?
Is this dirty?
Sorry, guys, with my hyper energy right now.
Is this dirty?
Yeah. Yes, that is filthy, actually. You can bleach that. You can do whatever you want to that. I need to recharge this. Okay, Joy will let me know when it's time to go. Good. By the way, a lot of the stuff I've been able to do, including my diet and losing weight, is a result of Joy teaching me like solid discipline and taking care of stuff. You can see when she's not on board with what I'm doing, I'm not, All right. This world is a mystery. You know what? Let me think about that for a minute. I think it's more of a solvable equation, is what it is. Solvable by mathematics. I think the world is a puzzle. I think Ava the G checked out, but we were bantering. I woke up so goddamn mad at her. But you know what? I'm kind of over it now. I smoked some weed and I'm about ready to go do some stuff, and now I'm kind of I don't know. You don't hang on to stuff. I guess that's one thing I learned when you get older. You don't hang on to a lot of stuff because you can't. It's not possible. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why old people seem more mature. It's not because they learn to act mature. It's because they literally can't act immature anymore. It's like it's not possible. I don't know why it's not possible. I often wish I could, but I just cannot do it. How many hot dogs can you fit in your belly button? I don't know, but I'll tell you what. I can eat about 10 Nathan's hot dogs a day. Now, Sugar Skull Mama, I've been so busy. Listen, I've been meaning to disgorge you back a message to give you an update because we're talking now. But honestly, I think maybe the reason why we're talking is because I am so busy, and I am honestly busy. Like we did the stream, but this was while you guys were on the stream, right? In between all this stuff, I made sure that Gloria and Annette had what they needed. Made sure Gloria has what she needs. Actually, she might have walked to the club, but she kind of I think she likes to walk to the club. Oh, thanks, Sugar Skull. No, I just want to kind of give you an update. I mean, look, I'm not looking for a pass. I'm not looking for anything because what I was going to write was it's not that you're wrong is why I get angry at you. How's that? Does that make sense? Like when you say stuff, not that you're wrong, just like I'm mad at like the situation. It's like usually it's like just the whole thing about the room out there. I mean, I know it took a second and everything's kind of coming, but still, even at the end of the day, it's so like, I don't know. I'm not going to complain about it because Joy hates when I complain. I wish I could do better. And even though that was it, but even at the end of the day, it's like just you're like, okay, do this, that. I was like, yeah, it's like, I don't know. The thing is, okay, what it is back in the day, I had a lot more money. But the thing is, when I had a lot more money, I was cushioned from the rest of the world. So I was a rich boy. I think Joy would you call me a rich boy?
Yeah.
I mean, you met me before, right?
You were.
Honestly, tell me. I'm actually asking you. You haven't.
You were a rich boy, yes.
So.
Richard was definitely a rich boy.
Now, when you meet all these guys that you met in Manhattan, all these everybody, like, I mean, but did you view me as a, but different though, right? Yeah.
You were different.
But the thing is that I wasn't. But
You were like a brat.
let's put it this way: I couldn't. What I'm doing right now, just kicking back, isn't something I would do. Like,
Yeah, you've always been very.
and we just partake, help out with that because it just kind of slows me down a little bit. But that's me. Anyways. I don't even know if I'm making any sense right now. I'm just kind of, Joy says I'm good. Well, I was talking to Sugar, so I was kind of, why don't I work? Well, that's exactly what I was trying to say, Anna, is that when I had like a job, when I think what you say, why don't I go out and make a bunch of money? Because that's what I did when my dad was dying. I thought, he was here, right here in this bed. He was sitting right here where he died. And he was here for 4 years. In fact, I put the down payment on this place. And I fixed up the house in Oregon to sell it. Hold on, let me finish. I took care of that house up there because I was going to sell it. I was going to cash all my money, and cash out all their money, and I thought that's what they wanted was money. So I was trying to make them as much money as possible because I thought that's what would make my dad proud, and in fact it did. He was very proud. I mean, he couldn't believe how much money that store was making. He just was blown away. But in retrospect, what I should have done was do what I'm doing now, what Joy taught me to do, which was not work, but do a different kind of work where you don't make money because, like Joy is cleaning the bunny's cage right now, for example. See, no one is going to pay her to do that. There's no money involved in this, but yet this is work, and this needs to be done. And this is stuff that I never really understood. And if you can, and Joy will tell you, my thought was you can always pay somebody to do that. Go to work and get a job, make a lot of money, just pay someone to do the shit you can do at home. And so that's what I mean by I was a rich boy. I didn't do the stuff that I probably should have been doing. And Joy taught me that. And some of that is like, well, caring for my sister, caring for my mom, caring for other people. And so if I was at work, let's say if I was working at AT&T, let's say, trying to sell cell phones. Sure, I could bring home my $50,000 a year or whatever they make. You know what I mean? Right, I make my $50,000 a year, but then I'm there for 8 hours a day, and I come home stressed because I got quotas. I don't have time, and I'm like, I see my wife for like 10 minutes, and I'm like, hey, where's Annette? And you're like, oh, she's fine, and life passes me by. I don't know if that makes any sense to you guys, but it does to me. Oh, he came out. Here, you take this now. Joy made me lazy. Well, Joy, would you say I'm lazy? Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty, man, lazy is not how people would describe me.
No,
If any,
always doing something. Which is always doing something.
usually when I had a job, it was when I was a workaholic. Now that I don't, it's just more.
Computer related too. So like, I'm doing more chores. He's doing more like computer related stuff. But he does all the cooking now.
Yeah,
And all the shopping.
Anna Jean, you might be right. I might look into doing that now that things are more settled down here and things are. Excuse me. Now that things are kind of more. Look, this ship was sinking, and it's not any one person's fault. Okay, if anybody's gonna take the blame, it'll be me because I was supposedly the captain of the ship, but I didn't realize it until recently. So yeah. Anyway, the point is, I had to deal with the sinking ship. So we had to stop the ship from sinking.
Gotta stop the Titanic.
Because when you're homeless, it's really hard. It's like it's really hard to take care of Mom and Annette if everybody's like living out of a shelter, and then it'd be even harder to get a job. Of course, I'm making a joke, but not really. Yeah, the captain of the ship. I drank all the rum. That's exactly right. Well, actually, my dad was the captain of the ship. Dad died. He kind of didn't. He died suddenly, so he didn't really leave a full set of instructions. But he said, "Here, ship's yours now." And I'm like, "What the fuck am I going to do with that?" And it might have already been kind of sinking when I took over, because he'd been dying for a couple years. Hey, no way. There she is. Suture herself. Man, that's a great name. I always trip out on that name because it's like, I always thought it was like your future self, and I think that's what it is. But then it's like a suit yourself, and then it's like, oh, like suit yourself. Oh, I get it. That's cool. Hey, Lord Narrow, you didn't miss nothing. I think you missed a little bunny love. Ava was here and donated money for Joy to sing, and then Joy sang. That was actually kind of interesting. We're doing dabs, bro. All right. And then I'll be right with you guys. Don't worry, I'll be right there. I will be right there. King size bed, Snip, what do you mean? You want to eat the bunny?
No way, how is it?
No, I think unfortunately, Joe. Not unfortunately. I think she paid up today. I made a comment how she did owe $5 and then she donated $5 for Joy to sing. Yeah. So I know. I mean, I don't mean unfortunately, but it's like I don't know why I said it that way. See,
you had to remove those videos.
Yeah. Well, I didn't have to, but I did.
Oh, did you already?
I removed all of them plus any of the other ones too. So no big deal. Aaron, you're right, and she's a freak. I'm a freak. We're all freaks. But the thing is that I woke up in a bad mood today. Teresa, hey Teresa, what up? Thanks for being a long-time member. She owes a penny. Yeah, she owes a. Well, man, you know. If this was the devil is in the details. So if we were in hell, I mean it might even talk about the commissions too. Live from the desert. My favorite book is I think Joy and I have a similar favorite book if I'm not mistaken. My favorite book is Catcher in the Rye. What's your favorite book?
Not that one.
Oh. Joy, Joy doesn't have a. What was the last book you read that you remember that you liked?
Well, I always read Nicholas Sparks and James Patterson books. I've read like a ton of James Patterson, I've read all of the Nicholas Sparks books, and I've read a ton of the James Patterson ones, especially all the ones with the Lindsay something series where they're like the book number is the name, like it'll be like Third Degree or something, or like and that's like the third book in this series, or like. Hey, yeah, he's done. The numbers are the name of the books. So that's like, I don't know if you guys know it's a series, but James Patterson has like a gazillion books. So I used to try to stay up on his books, but he comes out with like a book like every week, that guy. It's insane.
All right.
Okay.
You want me to turn this off, Reason?
Yeah, we gotta get going.
Okay. All right. Let me do one more and then I'll take them in the room. We're going to play guitar. Okay. Unless we don't have time. Sure. Oh, right, it is. Okay, I know what time it is now. Yeah. I see. Hi, guys. Hey, Joanna. Yeah, good to see you. Best book, The Walking Drum. Oh, I never read that one. You know, the other book I really liked was that one, this one kind of might have messed me. Both those books messed me up. I get why they want to ban books, man. Into the Wild. You know, the one where the rich kid drove they abandoned everything just to live. And wasn't that book sitting in our place before we left for the cave? It was right there in front of the TV, Into the Wild. I remember that. John Crackhead or something. Crackbauer.
No, your dad had it.
Yeah, my dad had the book. And I was going to read it because Joy hadn't read it. Man, thanks for asking the question. Good conversations. I don't even know who asked that, but a good combo.
Okay, that's
Did you want something?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
You want to do flowers or you want me to do this?
You could go.
Okay, I'll do this real quick and then I'll get out of here.
I'll do flower, but you go do your guitar and I'll get my flower.
Okay, we'll be out of here.
Yeah, do your guitar.
It's Cat Christopher.
Oh, it's all zoomed in. I mean, geez.
Well, no, it wasn't because you're by the bunny over there. Remember? Oh, guess who won? Guess look at him.
Look at him, cute he is. He gets on his chair to play the game with Richard.
His House of Leaves.
Look at him, he's so cute.
I want to check out House of Leaves now.
House
House of Leaves.
Yeah, see?
Uh-oh.
See, Eli's going in there now. Let's go say hi. What's he doing, Cat?
We have played chess. We've done online. It's just kind of a stream
There
killer.
went that. Oh, here we go.
People aren't. Suit yourself. People aren't like us. You know. I love watching people play chess. I could do that all day long. And we did it a couple times. And well, the only other person I've ever seen play chess online was Ava, which I saw like a couple of weeks ago. I thought that was funny. I was like that. I didn't know she was a chess player. Yeah, we should buy another chess set. Or what we could do is play chess online. That is how we could settle it, I guess. Hey, no way. Joy, look what you got. King ASF.
Oh, hey, I'll do it.
Do a little dance.
Oh,
I'm taking them.
thank you, King ASF. Wait, how's it going? Do a little dance,
Hey, come over.
make a little love. Oh, yeah.
You ready?
Cash behind us, too.
I see him back there.
Do a little dance, make a little love. Get down tonight, get down tonight.
Do a little dance.
Make a little love. Get down tonight, get down tonight. Yeah, thank you, King.
High five.
ASF. Thank you,
High
guys.
five.
And thank
All right,
you,
thank you, everybody.
And thank you, Matthew T. And
Thank you, Sugar Skull, Joe Mama.
we'll be back. Oh,
No, I'm gonna go take them in the other room.
oh, there. We didn't. I hope you guys can hear us. We have the mic over there. Sure. You can hear
Could you guys hear us?
loud. We're pretty loud.
We're loud cats. Okay, hold on. You do your stuff. I'm gonna do my thing over here. No, get out of here. Okay. Yeah, man, I worked on the studio last night. I was all excited. Oh, I got an echo. Sorry. These come in real handy in the desert, man. They really do. Hi, guys. Hey, guys, thanks everybody for joining in. That's great. Great news, great news. Okay, so here is the command station now. It used to be all like a half and half, but now it's all one. And that makes it a lot easier. And then I put this guy over here, like this, and then I got this microphone right here, so I can be like, la 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 la, sing my song, you know? Hey, no way! Right on. Thank you for signing up. I really appreciate it. I really do. Appreciate it, King SF. Thank you for gifting. That's awesome. Totally appreciate you. Whoever you might be. Wherever. I need to get some prescription sunglasses. I haven't had those in years. I had them when I went to New York, and then of course you guys know what happened there. Huh? Yeah, those were good ones. Okay, let me tune my guitar real quick. I feel like, I should learn some country songs. By the way, is it too dark? Oh, yeah. Named after my mother. My old man's another child that's grown old. If dreams were thunder, lightning was desire, this place would have burned down a long time ago. Send me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I could count on you to believe in this living. It's a hard way to go. Now when I was a young girl, I had me some cowboys. They were much to look at, but some skinny rambling men. How? But that was a long time. No matter how I tried, the tears they flow down by like a broken down dam. Send me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing, I can count on you to believe in this living. Come on, everybody. It's a hard way to go. I don't know, does it sound okay? I can't tell. I can't tell if it sounds good. Okay, as long as I look, okay, I look great. She said I look good. Okay, as long as I look good, that's all that matters. Doesn't matter if I sound good. Now there's flies in the kitchen. I can hear them buzzing. Lord, I ain't done nothing since I woke up today. How the hell can a person go to work in the morning, come home in the evening, and have nothing to say? Send me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Okay, man, $5 donation, I'll stop playing. Huh? That's what I needed. Hit the light for me. Hit the light for me. Hit the lights.
The lights? When the lights
Yeah,
on?
because we put the lights on now, I think. Don't you think?
Like that?
Oh, no, turn the lights off. Turn the lights off. Yeah, that's much better. Hand me the helmet now. I gotta get ready. We gotta get ready. Alright. What I'm trying to say is that while I don't have a job, per se, like that makes money, I wear a lot of different hats around here. One of them is just making that one over there laugh. If you can hear her laugh or smile, I mean, it's like it's kind of, that's just the goal, man. It's the goal. Okay, come on. What? What'd you say? Oh, I'm doing a good job? Thank you. All right. Yeah! I got it. Yeah, you know, come on, guys. Rocking with me. Rock it with me. Thanks for hitting the likes, guys. Thanks for hanging out here with me today. Oh, okay, fine. We'll engage with the chat. Man, listen, I had a whole theme song for another Jedi around here, but he bailed out. So, theme song's available for anybody who needs it. That's actually, we're going to do a little different version of it. This is Matthew T's theme song, I think. And Joe Mama's. Yeah. Hey man, listen, we're just rocking and rolling. I really appreciate everybody like hanging out. Rocking it, rocking it, rocking it. Okay, Joy, what time we gotta go? Okay, I probably should sign off, guys. It's been hell fun today. Where do we get all this energy? Where the hell we get all this energy? No idea. But I'm gonna keep it cool. I'm gonna keep trying. Or do I like these ones better? Let's see. What do you guys think? Or what about these ones? I'm tired of these ones. I want new ones too. How many 42 days, 6 plate packages have you consumed in the last 20 days? My answer is, dude, Jacob, man, that is a deep thought question, my friend. Damn. You really know how to provoke an audience. Whew. Let me ask a question. Okay, tell me if there's any static when I pop this guy on. Tell me if you can if you hear the difference, or you hate it, or what. Can I play Master Puff? I used to be able to. How many 4296 Firejet? What the hell? Why are they spamming that? Good morning, Melissa McCarthy. Have you seen that family on the internet there in the West Virginia, the Whitakers? What? You got another family on the internet? Not just mine? Shit. Are they weird? Hope they're not weirder than us. Thank you for the donation. Thank you for the likes, guys. Oh, man, the Whitakers, huh? Not like you weird. They're weird, but not like my kind of weird. Yes, they're odd West Virginia. Very familiar with their videos. West Virginia. That sounds weird just right there. Dude, look at what somebody commented that I have a receding hairline going on. But I've kind of always had one, you know what I mean? But at some point, you know, I mean, it's just going to be gone. They have been in, oh God. That's weird. That is weird. Okay. You guys are weird. You guys are weird. Okay. All right, guys. Hey, listen. Hit the like. Hit the subscribe. Thank you for donations. Thank you for hanging out with us today. I don't know. I'm just in a good mood. I don't know if you guys noticed. Like, a lot of can you see, like, each day that we're further and further away from our addictions, whether it be alcohol, sugar, or whatever it might be. What? I can't quite hear her, but she said something very pertinent. Oh, we're getting away from the negative energies, you know, that negativity, that you can see that are positive, that the energy uplifts, and I feel better, and I'm getting more stuff done, you know, like I'm playing guitar more. I'm working on a music video right now, actually. I'm working on the audio at the moment. It's going to be, I hope I pull it off okay. I wish I could have somebody else do it, like, but anyways, whether I end up getting produced or not, doesn't matter. Point is that doing creative stuff around here, and we got to go because I got to get this phone repaired. My phone got destroyed. All right, guys. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful afternoon, evening, whatever it may be. Oh, wait, what did we decide on the sound? We have a new guy making music. Oh, all right. Come back on the live later. Maybe we will, Snoop. Maybe we will. We just might do that. Peace, HFF. Okay, yeah, I guess the microphone was fine. No one said anything, so.
Turn me up a little.
Little do now you're gonna hear this one. Sun shining. Yo.
I don't hate players, I don't love the game. I'm a shot clock, way above the game.
Be point blank with you, the game.
I got all this work on me, I ain't come for play.
You can show the little shorties how you pump and think.
The dog.
Not to death, I'm not impressed. I'm not amused, I'm not confused, I'm not to do. I'm a grown man business, I'm not in school. Put your hand down, youngin', this is not for you.
On my jail, my beats with the Kanye, yo.
Name on the market, your name off the payroll. Style fresh,
Like I'm still a Dayo, and it's been like that since the Dayo.
On more time than a Rollie or Seiko.
Step on deck, your neck, or do what I say so. Get up or get out, get down and lay low.
Stand in the shadows. Open Jedi, I am Black Jedi, that Jedi.